Trayvon. New episode of Unhealthy and Unstable. I am very excited for this episode. This is an episode on a multiverse level only. Only. Alright? You're gonna see things you've never seen before on this show. Alright? Trayvon's gonna compliment women. Right? It's a multiverse, baby. Anything's possible here. I'm so excited.
I'm not
for
the
this
one
episode.
on here that hates women. What you mean?
No.
Hold on.
I meant like hitting on women. I didn't mean like I didn't mean like
okay.
women are your enemy.
Okay, all right.
Oh my god. You should know by now. I don't know how to word things properly, Trayvon. You should know from our text chain. But we got a very fun show. Let's get right into it. Starting off with introducing my co-host, Trayvon. What's going on, Trayvon?
You know, here, this should be fun. I have thoughts that I'm wondering what your responses will be. Yeah, this should be fun.
I love when Trayvon says that because he knows when he says that, he already knows what our response is going to be. Just from him saying that. Without us even hearing what he thinks.
I don't know why he's wondering.
He knows what our thoughts are. I don't know why he says this all the time. I wonder what you guys are going to think. You know exactly what we're going to think.
Yeah, no, but I like the chaos.
I know, we know, and that's why we go into it. But you definitely know what we're gonna say for sure. Joel, what's going on, brother?
What is up?
All right, let's get into this first topic. So obviously, guys, last week Deadpool and Wolverine dropped. That movie, I think, is currently the 4th highest rated R movie of all time, I believe, which is shocking. Because even though I think maybe by the time it's done, maybe it'll be a lot higher. I definitely thought it'd already be like number 2 right now. Like that's how crazy that movie was. And we went to 2 different showings. We went to a Thursday night where the crowd was amazing. Everybody there was exactly what you'd want it to be. And then we went Sunday, and me and Joel thought maybe we dreamt that people were in the theater. Like maybe people weren't really there. That's how quiet it was.
The fucking guy next to me did not fucking smile. I'm like, why are you here, dude?
I will say when the big cameos started happening, I'm telling my dad, like my dad didn't see it with us Thursday, so I'm like, yeah, I can't wait to see my dad's reaction. His reaction was like, oh shit, and then I'm like waiting for like the rest of the crowd, and they're just like, all right, cool. It's like, wow.
The left side of the theater, it was enjoyed. The right side was like, why are we here?
Yeah. It was very much like they were threatened, like they were forced to come.
I honestly don't know if they liked it or not.
Yeah, they were very split if you go by their reaction. But we are definitely going to be going over the full spoiler review of this movie. I've been thinking about the opening sequence since I've seen the movie. Yeah, you know what's so funny about this microwave era that we're in is the fact that it took just this opening, and now Bye is doing like stupid fucking numbers on streaming services,
and they're renaming it everywhere to stay from Deadpool and Wolverine.
It's crazy because you know what's funny, Trayvon? There will be a generation 5 years from now, right? 10 years from now, that will know that song from that movie more than they know the song from who the actual group is. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's hilarious to me. I find it very comical. But again, congrats to NSYNC, which is really congrats to Justin Timberlake.
Y'all know why it's even more funny, right? That he did that, right?
Why?
Because I can't remember which X-Men movie it was. Which one was it? The one where they got, was it the first one? 2?
When they were in the car?
In the car, yeah.
That's part 2.
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
Same song.
Wolverine hated it because I hate them. That's why it's funny.
Because he turned on the car and a song and starts to play. I guess Scott had it on that whatever station.
Yeah.
His face was like fuck.
But
If it's then it might be X-Men 2 then. It might be X-Men 2.
It was.
Yeah, X2. Because
When
I'm remembering the scene where they snuck out of it and then he used his claw to start the car.
Yes.
I love that car too. I remember that.
That was a really dope car. That was a really dope car. That was a great sequence. That whole scene.
Oh, yeah. That's the first time you saw him go berserk. Well, that version of berserk.
Yes.
We didn't really see it until Logan.
That was very much a you know it's funny. I didn't appreciate the idea of Berserk Wolverine until we saw Logan. I was just like, that's what we've been missing. That's it right there.
That's the difference.
Right.
It was.
That was so much fun. Let's see. You ain't wrong. The cop that arrested Timberlake didn't even know who it was.
It's probably
don't know about the greatness.
Oh, leave Justin alone. Stop.
Yeah, I am a because of my dad. I am a massive Justin Timberlake fan.
I love
so
him.
I will take no Timberlake slander whatsoever. My dad is a massive Justin Timberlake fan. I am only a Justin Timberlake fan because of him. My dad swears by his earlier work. Not necessarily when he went back to the you-know-what people, but back when he thought he was us. My dad was a massive fan. He was a massive fan. All right, so let's dive into this. We don't have to dive. We're not going to dive scene by scene. I'm going to just go by. You tell me what stood out to you, your favorite, scenes, moments, whatever. We don't have to break down the movie. Say it again, Joel.
Spoilers.
Yeah. I even have it here in the thing on the bottom of the screen.
Very nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's Wednesday. It came out last Thursday. We're almost a week away from it coming out. So
correct.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it by now, I apologize, but there's no way we weren't going to talk spoilers.
Channing Tatum was Gambit. Sorry.
Spoilers.
So sorry.
You know what's crazy? And I don't even think they understood the severity of what they were doing. You remember when we talked about Kevin bringing out all the cameos on stage, and it like the video coming out? Do you know the very next day that shit was on the news?
That sounds
on the news, in full spoiler, on the news. And I'm just like, I don't even think the news understands how bad of a spoiler that is for people waiting to see it Friday night. Like, they're walking by, their mom has it like on the TV, and they go, bitch, is that Wesley Snipes? Like, what,
I can't believe I still can't believe they even brought them out in the first place.
I don't understand.
I was like, y'all should just not done that. Like, I know I'm excited for them, but damn, like,
even if you wanted to do a small little panel before Hall H on Sunday or Saturday, I would have at least accepted that. Because, the two biggest days are Thursday and Friday, right? So I'm like, if you haven't seen it by Saturday night, it is what it is.
Right.
But the day it came out, Thursday, that was insane. But anyway, for me, the biggest things that stood out was the new term anchor being. That's obviously going to be a big term going forward. That stood out the most. Knowing that Deadpool had a pit stop in 616 was awesome. Yep. Obviously Blade coming out, that was like the shock. It was so funny because my brain almost shut off when Elektra walked in. I was just like, all right, cool. And then like Blade is the next one. I'm like, I'm gonna lose my shit. Then the card flies in and it's like,
the way they did it.
No. Like, they did it very well. Because you know what's funny? You know who I originally thought that was for a hot second? Not even gonna lie to you.
Which one?
Elektra. When she first came in, swear to God, not even joking, I thought it was Jessica Biel. I thought they were digging into like the whole Blade joke. So I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna be her as the cameo instead of Blade. That's funny. And then I'm like, oh, that's Elektra. I'm like, all right, next is Ben. All right, Daredevil. Then it was like Blade, and I'm like, okay, stakes are up. And then the card flies in, and I'm like, how is this gonna look? Again, looked a bit chunky, but I'm fine. I'm fine.
To me.
No. Not Channing. The suit looked chunky. No. And not even the suit, just the face piece looked a bit chunky.
Well, and the chest piece was a little bulky.
It was a little bit.
It didn't fit comfortably on top of whatever the fuck you were wearing.
You know what I find so funny about that is that Channing is naturally not a massive guy. Mm-hmm. So it was like they shouldn't have tried to put as much on it as they did.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? He's a very
He's
kind of
He has a good body, a good body, but
a good body structure.
He's got an athletic build. It's not slender, and Gambit is normally a slender build.
Right.
So whatever they put on him made him look even bigger. But it was very accurate to the character, even though the headpiece, even though as cool as it looked, it was just a lot. It was a lot.
It did let us know when we do get our Gambit, it's gonna be so awesome. It's gonna be so awesome. And the last thing here, I don't want to be too long-winded. I'll pass to you, Trayvon. Last thing is, I'm gonna be honest, Trayvon. I got nervous when we got to when all the Deadpool Corps, when they came out.
Mm-hmm.
It started to feel like we were getting close to the end of the movie, and I remember thinking to myself, "Oh shit!" Because I remember joking with Joel. Remember, Joel? I was joking with you saying, "Bro, what if we don't get Wolverine in his mask? Like, what if they're paying so much attention to it and all this promotion just because it looks cooler in artwork than it does actually putting it in the movie, right?" So I'm like, when you get the scene where they're coming out to the song, and then he reaches back, I'm like, what is it? And then like you see the mask, and I'm like, no way. And then he puts that thing on with the crispiest white eyes. By the way, James Gunn, if you're watching, Batman should be doing the exact same thing. Anyway, the crispiest of white eyes. Oh, man, did that shit look good. But I will say, Trayvon, as much as that was such a fun scene, even though I do think some of the CGI in that scene was very sloppy. Me and AJ talked about that. I will say there was one thing that him putting on that mask and getting that full shot of him showed me. We got to have a short king for our new Wolverine going forward. It's just
hold on. Did you not see what that looked like?
No. That was to be funny. Wolverine is not that short. that was a joke.
The way y'all talk about it, he's
technically he is that short, but we don't need that. We don't need him. No, he is short.
I'm just saying not that short. You can put that guy in your pocket. Like that was bad.
Wolverine is short as fuck. Now,
yes,
I'm not saying I need him to be 5'3". Okay, I don't need that.
Right.
But
there's an in between. There's an in between.
But
you know what it was, Trayvon? You could see once Wolverine. You know what moment really solidified that Wolverine, that Hugh Jackman is just too fucking tall to be Wolverine? When he jumps out of the back of the bus, he looked the most accurate I've ever seen Wolverine ever look. Because when he jumped out and he's kind of crunched, he looks the height of Wolverine. It is just like, if only we could like condense you so you always look like that. You know what I'm saying? But it was in that moment that I'm like, we need a healthier compromise. Like, we need a healthier compromise there.
I keep saying under 6 feet is fine. That's all. Because the only reason this doesn't look that bad is because fucking Robert's tall. I mean, Ryan's tall. Ryan's tall.
Right.
Ryan's like almost, it might be an inch taller than Hugh.
Right.
Yeah, but look at this 5'3". He's a short motherfucker. I don't need him to be Rey Mysterio's height. I need him to be like, I'm good with 5'9".
Okay, so Trayvon, we'll give you a better visual. We all said Daniel Radcliffe or Taron Egerton was perfect, right? Not as tall as Hugh.
Radcliffe's small.
Radcliffe is small.
5'9".
You said who?
Egerton is 5'9", and
that's
he was
good.
6'2".
That works.
Right. Yeah. There you go. That's a happy medium. And if we can get a little bit, maybe a notch or two shorter, great. But that's fine. That's fine right there. That's fine right there. Because the whole thing about Wolverine that I think sometimes people forget, because their introduction of Wolverine was Hugh. I think they forget Wolverine is always so close to the ground. Right? He's very close to the ground.
That's why there were so many shout outs to that, him doing that in this movie. Now,
exactly.
It has to be uncomfortable because he's so tall. But at least he did it. You know,
like when he did the crawling around, it was just like he gets it, and he finally gets to play in the sandbox of Wolverine.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because I always look at this movie like this. It's a reason why it was called Deadpool and Wolverine, right? Is that he's lived so much of his life acting as Logan. He never got to be Wolverine, right?
To the full extent.
Right. So he finally gets to be Wolverine. It's why you saw him doing so much short people shit. The crawling around, the scrunching down, hopping out of the bus for that shot. Like
Every
so
time he
much
was
of
about
him
to
was
fight.
trying.
Every
Right.
time he was gonna fight, he got real fucking low. That's
Real
how he
low.
does it. That's
Yeah.
how he does it. It's awesome.
That's him. That's him, man. So I really loved it. Everything was great. I have not one negative thing to say about this movie. Anything that bothered me was more technical or like geek perfectionist kind of shit, but it wasn't anything that was like this movie's like from a 9 to an 8 because of this. Like no. Whatever I think this movie is where this movie will always stay at. But Trayvon, walk me through, man. What were your thoughts? First of all, hold on. Before you go into that, can you please let the audience know that you originally were in this movie, so you got whitewashed out of it?
You're so funny.
You were the role of the guy trying to catch Deadpool's ass in his mouth. That was your role.
He was a TVA tech, and then they got recast.
Yes,
he must have been. He must have went out.
Yeah, he got whitewashed. it was. They kept telling him, Trayvon, don't open your mouth with your tongue out. Like, just look amazed. And he's like, I want my tongue out.
Stop touching the actors.
No. You know what it was? Wait, Joel, I take that back. You know what Trayvon's original role was? His role was the guy that suited Deadpool. Remember when he gripped his crotch? He kept only gripping the crotch. They were like, you got to do the swords and everything. He's like, yeah.
Your tailor is a predator.
That was funny when he said that.
Because he kept touching his ass. It was just like, damn, man. Like, all right, he gets it. Go ahead, J-Bot. I'm sorry.
Like, all right, well. Lucky I like that kind of stuff.
That's true. But yeah, those two roles were hilarious, and I definitely would have played both.
I know, for free too.
Maybe. But yeah, those were fun. I just he looked real good when he was walking out that catwalk too. I was like, oh yeah, you look good.
So you were as well, huh?
Look real good. But yeah, I was really excited. The main thing I was excited for is the scene Channing, because I know he wanted to do that. Like,
that was great.
He was in that whole group X-Men photo and everything long time ago. I think he wore the same shirt to the Comic-Con the last time, which is so. I was like, I'm so happy for him. I was very excited for that. When I saw him, look, okay, I might get hate for this. I'm not the biggest Blade fan. Okay, so I was I'm not. No. So when I saw him walk in, I was like, oh, okay. I was more excited for Elektra and Gambit. I love the Elektra.
Oh my God.
Sorry, that's just how I felt. So I was very excited for them. And of course, Johnny Storm. Of course. Like I was like, because when he stepped down, he was like Cap, and I was like, oh, cool. And then he hugged him like that. I said, same. I would do the same. And then he said, Flame On. I was like, this is for me. This shit is made for me. This was that I love those Fantastic Four movies. So
I agree.
For me to see him again, that was very cool. I don't know how he survived that fall. That was interesting.
I don't think death works the same in the Void. I think there's only one way to die, and I think that's by Goliath. Or your skin getting ripped off. It's shit like that. I don't think you can die like because your neck snapped or some shit like that. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you, Trayvon. I had that first thought. I think I even asked Joel, like after the movie, like didn't his neck snap? Like he got right back up.
I said, "This powers it."
Yeah, I don't know.
My mind, I was like, "He's both. He gotta be both." He gotta
be Captain.
He gotta be both. Ain't no way. How he somebody fall? Cap can do it. But he was torch. I don't think he got those severe straight. What's going on? But it's fine. I just let it go. I'm mad. Happy he's here. I don't know.
Also, no, Cap cannot do that. If you snap Cap's neck, he will definitely die.
For sure.
Yeah.
He can take a beating. He can take a beating.
Yes, he can get the shit beat out of him, but he cannot survive a head snap. Let's make sure we're being clear there. That is
not something. Get some more Chris Evans. That's all that matters.
That was great. That was great.
Yeah, it was cool seeing him. Yeah, I was happy to see Elektra out. The Gambit, like the way somebody on Twitter was like, this might be the last time we get rated R Gambit. The way he was blowing people up, the way I was like, we might not see. You're right. That might not happen again with the staff. We stabbed the guy and he blew up.
I don't necessarily disagree. I think Gambit's dialogue was more rated R than some of the action.
Well,
I think we can definitely see that.
So close up. Like
Yeah,
that.
I think we can definitely see that.
He definitely blew up some motherfuckers.
It'll be more cinematic. It won't be as blatant as like blood spraying everywhere. Right. But we will see Gambit go all out like that for sure. I think his dialogue you'll never hear, like him cursing and coming out of my daddy's nuts and shit like that. No,
that was a very Deadpool thing that he said
right
there.
Right.
I was like, yeah.
Right. But a violent Gambit to a degree, I think we could still get, because remember, even in PG-13 you can say fuck. So I think there's like a gray area of like, and I think Infinity War was probably one of the darker. Between Infinity War and Winter Soldier, probably some of the more darker Marvel, bloodier movies. Yeah. So I'm like, there's a balance to it. It
won't be like this though.
It won't be in your face. Like I put my staff in this guy's chest and his heart explodes.
Right.
No, but it'll be a middle ground to that.
Let's see. My favorite scene of the movie was the Odyssey car sex scene. Because that's what that was. That's what that was for me. That was a car sex scene.
I just realized what you're talking about. I'm sitting here like, what?
You know what I mean? You see it.
I do. I do.
But they know what they did, why they moved that camera down like that. They know what they were doing. I said, okay. Y'all get what I'm looking for. That's cool. Let's see what else. Happy to see X-23, or Laura, as she likes to be called, apparently. She corrected him real fast.
She did.
I really did enjoy how it made it seem like Deadpool just set Human Torch up, and then in the post-credit scene, he was like, "Oh hell no, y'all not gonna say I checked this motherfucker out." He said this shit, and I just love that. I love stuff like that. Is cool. Like
I still think he set him up. I think he faked that footage. I know. I think he faked that footage. It's Deadpool's movie where he can break the fourth wall. That man could have easily set that shit up. Now, where it does bode well for Deadpool is Johnny is naturally an asshole.
Right.
So he very likely could have said that. But Deadpool is also a chronic liar. So he very much could have just made that shit up.
Yeah, that's how I took it too. I don't know if that was true. I think
it's
manipulating the video.
Because think about it, Trayvon. He said exactly what Deadpool said. I mean, word for word. So it's like either Deadpool has some of the best memory in human history, or he fudged it a little bit. So but I just took it more so as being tongue in cheek.
Oh, how can I forget Henry Cavill?
Yeah.
Okay. What a Trayvon, did you tell them about the line that you had Ryan put in there for you? Shitting on DC. That was your line that you wrote in there, remember?
Oh, he did say something like that, didn't he? This is the revenge or some shit like that. Yeah, I mean, look, they lost out. I don't know. Let's see what happens. I mean, those arms ain't in the movie now. I don't know. And he kind of did the reload thing too. That was kind of cool. I was like, okay, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just a lot of fan service in here. I enjoyed it a lot. The movie was fun. The story, like him thinking he was the anchor being, plucking a Wolverine from another place to put it there is a very Deadpool thing to do. Hello, all shit. Fuck it. Come on, bring your ass over here to save my shit. Fuck your world. Come on, save my shit.
He did. He said, they don't need a Wolverine. They hate you. Come over to my world. They miss you.
Love you over here.
Right.
Yeah.
They miss you. Come home. Come home.
But I do. The one question I have, like, when he's like, "Can you bring people back?" I was like, "You can't just see now that you did. You can't just say you brought X-23 back. There was other people in that group. Like, where Gambit at? Bring Gambit back. Sorry, you did it. You did that. When you did that, I'm looking for all of them.
I would say, Trayvon, that is a concern you should only have if Secret Wars ends and none of them are in it. Yeah, then you could say, yeah, that's weird. Like if X-23 is in Secret Wars but no one else, then yeah, you could ask those questions. But I don't know. But also remember, she did make a point of when she was saying instead of sending Logan back, I think he's perfect where he is.
Yeah.
Maybe the world's Blade and Elektra come from, they're not needed back. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying.
He wanted to bring his friends back. That's what he said. So I was like, that means all of them. To me. That's what that meant. Except Human Torch, he's dead as fuck. But everybody else, they can bring them back.
They can. So, I'm just saying, I don't think you should necessarily worry about it until we get to Secret Wars.
I'm not worried. I'm just saying.
No, it was very weird.
I thought of. I was like, oh, she's the only one. Where's?
I won't disagree at all. I wouldn't disagree at all. I don't know. But I had more questions about that for different reasons. Like, you made sure we saw X-23 was back with her dad. That to me was more of a like, all right, cool. What are we getting here? So I looked at that for different reasons because I just assumed they'd probably be back for Secret Wars, right? The ultimate multiverse movie. Yeah, probably get Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield back, like, shit like that. So that's why that I didn't
see everybody. I was expecting to see.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's why I didn't look into that much. I was more impressed with them showing X-23 and Wolverine together. Yeah, but the whole thing you said about Wolverine being an anchor being, that almost solidified that we know exactly who the 616 anchor being is, right? It obviously has to be Tony Stark, right? Because, like, clearly you made Wolverine the anchor being because he was the backbone of the Fox universe. So I'm like, when you think of who the backbone of the MCU was, it was Stark, right? And think about it. A lot of this multiverse shit started going haywire once he died. So it was like,
yes, you can go with that. I have my own person I would like it to be.
I don't know why you're going off of the guy that helped on WandaVision.
I'm just saying
that Wanda is an anchor being. Wanda can't be an anchor being because she came too late into it.
No, she's needed. I don't know.
I don't think she's dead.
She's needed. We need her, so she's anchor being.
We need her?
I need her.
Oh, you need her. Gotcha. Yeah, no, not an anchor being. Anchor being is not for a singular use.
Iron Man been dead a long time. Ain't shit happening. It's fine.
I mean, you could argue the whole multiverse saga we're in could stem from it. You never know. We'll find out.
Sure.
I'm just saying. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
What was I going to say? No, Joel. Sorry. Joel. What stood out to you, man?
So much. From beginning to end, that movie had so many little Easter eggs. Shout outs to the old movies and the comic books. And I honestly, the hunt for Logan was probably my favorite thing because they did more for Hugh in those 5 minutes than the movies did combined. It was. Yeah, they did. It was awesome. Like even the Short King, starting with the Short King was great. I love that. That was awesome, and it shows you how ridiculous he looks at that small. But you got the Age of Apocalypse. That was really cool. Was not expecting that. Him on the cross, the X cross with all the skull. That's a great cover. They recreated the old man Logan with the shotgun, looking more traditional old man Logan there. Right. There was also the with the Hulk with the John Byrne tan and brown suit. Oh, that's beautiful. I did never ever expected to see him in that suit. That was just God. If we could only see him with the mask on with that suit. Oh,
that would have been dope, right?
It's so good looking. And then you get a little cameo by the Hulk. Very small, but I love it when you see the Hulk's face. But it was an homage to that cover with the claws. You can see the Hulk's face in the claws. It was awesome. That was great. And then of course Loki turns to the Hulk and he basically pulls a Loki.
Yes. Loki. I think Loki said, "I am a god." In Deadpool,
I am Marvel Jesus. I love that scene. That whole montage, and of course Henry Cavill, because you weren't sure because it's all been Hugh for the most part, and you see the back of this giant man. Like, what the fuck is happening? There you go. He turns around, it's Cavalry. Oh, that was awesome. Yes, that suit is fantastic. Look at this thing, the shoulders and everything. Oh my god, what did we miss out on,
bro? I am curious, Joel. how often Hugh Jackman cried when these suits were brought into wardrobe, and he was just like, man, I've been dreaming of these. Just one of them, right? Like, just one of them. And he got them all. He got them all.
That's what I mean. That's why, to me, they did him so much. They did so much of him in just that, in those couple minutes, than, like I said, like these movies have ever done for him. Ever. But just with these suits and this little, like, shout outs. And, like, I loved every minute of that. I fucking geeked super hard for all of it. Because I'm obviously a very big Wolverine fan. So it means a lot to me to see him in the yellow and blue, and to see him in the brown and tan, and to see him get real low. Like this, like little small things. Him constantly drinking, him smoking. It's him. It's so him. So it's like.
And you know what I love the most?
What?
What I love the most about this yellow and blue suit is, if you remember from the original movies with that all black suit, you know what we never got to see? Like when he got stabbed or shot. We never got to see any actual physical proof he got stabbed or shot, right? Like when he was fighting.
It's so dark, it's hard to tell anyway.
Exactly, it's hard to tell anything. And remember, there was never any blood coming out because obviously it was PG-13. Yeah. But like there was no. When he was fighting Lady Deathstrike, she put her claws in him like 1,000,000 times. There was never anything on the suit like, I just got stabbed 100 times, right? Yeah. So I'm like, look at just this suit right here. Look at the bullet holes, right, where he stabbed them, right? Like you see
burn marks. I love it.
Exactly. But go ahead, Joe. I'm sorry. I just had to point that out because it's like you can't overlook the small things like that because it's like we've been waiting for this, man.
It's exactly right. The only thing missing from this yellow suit was those shoulder pads. I don't know why I decided to take those off, but aside from that, it was beautiful. It was a great suit.
I did like how they explained the shoulder pads coming off, though. I like how they did that.
I still don't like that they took them off. Because, like, you have the sleeves. Not that I needed those, but the complete look is with the shoulder pads. You took them off. I was like, fine.
They might have been uncomfortable, maybe.
Okay, just give me them.
Sure that's Joe Will's way of saying he doesn't care, Trayvon.
You're almost there. Why would you do that? The toys have it. The toy has it. The hot toy has it. It's perfect. I don't understand. Whatever.
He's like, be uncomfortable longer.
It's not that serious. That's what I'm saying. Fucking shoulder pads. I don't understand at all.
They'll give you a picture later.
I hope. That'd be great if they could do that.
That'd be awesome.
I'll take it. I almost got that hot toy because of that one. Because you can do that. I'm like, that's dope.
I think it was with AJ as he was pre-ordering it. Yeah, he was going through all the hot toys. It just dropped. Pre-order. I'm like, you are.
I don't blame him. This one's a great one too. So that was another one. I loved all the cameos, like the little one, even the ones that were the no-name cameos. They were just definitely callbacks. So like mostly Last Stand, it seemed like. Yeah. But there was a lot of them. There was like apparently, I couldn't make out everybody, but I saw some people took pictures of the characters, and some of the ones I obviously remember. We thought it might be the Russian.
Yeah.
Apparently that was a variant of the Russian.
Right.
There was a variant. There's just the Bullseye. There's a Bullseye variant, Daredevil Bullseye variant. He was black apparently, but still.
And that's why we missed him. That was why we missed him. We wouldn't have known to look for black.
There was a Quill. Remember, I don't know, from Last Stand, the spiky dude.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But in this one, it was a girl. But she was there. There was a Psylocke one. I saw the
Psylocke one.
The one that pulled X-23 now, wasn't it?
Yes, that's fair. Yes, there was a Psylocke one. Callisto. There was obviously, I think you guys saw Callisto, Lady Deathstrike, because Hazel and Toad were all like no-name cameos. They didn't have speaking roles.
That's weird. They literally called him Toad.
They called him so, but he didn't speak. He was just kind of there. Only one that was one of the original actors was Sabretooth. Like obviously that was Tyler.
Oh wait, that wasn't Darth Maul. That was Toad. He looked just like him. Oh shit. Okay. All right.
It was only Tyler Mane that came back because even Juggernaut was different, obviously.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, that's the same guy from the Fall Guy. The guy that did the body double for Ryan Reynolds.
Well, Pyro's the same guy too, right?
Pyro's the same guy too.
Yeah,
Pyro's the same guy, and Sabretooth the same guy. Mm-hmm. They were the only bad guys that were the same.
It's so funny. They pulled Sabretooth back and still didn't give us an accurate look. No. We still didn't get an accurate look.
Well, I think Sabretooth still. I mean, he looked closer to Sabretooth than.
Yes, he looked better than the original one, but I'm like, we couldn't get the suit. Like, come on, man.
Oh, no. Yeah, I mean, they definitely could have gave us a suit, but I mean, he looked more like Sabretooth than.
I'll give you that.
Origins one.
Well, I mean, at that point, Joel, we accepted what that was. That was actor over character.
Oh,
so we were accepting the big names.
They just couldn't at that point.
They didn't. I mean, look at Gambit from that movie, man. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't care at all.
Okay. A lot of I don't mind seeing Lee Schreiber.
Oh, apparently the big fat guy.
So we're saying
the tower.
Yeah,
Schreiber was fine, but I'm saying that he didn't look like Sabretooth. That's all, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. We love Lee Schreiber. That's why we kind of accepted it. It's because he did a great job. But that's
the
not
Watchtower, the Lookout, the big fat guy. Apparently, that's a Bob variant. So
interesting. A lot smaller than you'd imagine him to be.
Yeah, I don't know, but apparently, he actually. I don't know. He was. It was Bob. So there you go. Those are all the non. They didn't really do much. They were just cameos of characters. That was pretty cool. But anyway, it wasn't the Resistance. Like I loved all the name cameos that they named. Like they named like Punisher and Daredevil. Mm-hmm. Which I wonder which version of Punisher I do. Probably I would think Tom Jane, but who knows? If not, then it could definitely be Ray Stevenson's because can't bring him back, right?
Still my all-time favorite one.
Who else? Daredevil. That's interesting. I would imagine seeing that version of Daredevil.
Hello, he's dead. That's all now. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the way she said it too, like fuck that guy. It was like, all right,
that's her. I mean, that was her ex-husband. So that's
that's what made it even funnier.
Yeah,
it was like that seems personal.
It was personal.
It was.
Yeah, all right. Funny. It's so funny.
That one part where Ryan was like, "I'm telling Blake." And I was like,
"You're right,
very meta." Like, wait a minute.
That wasn't even the best meta part. The best meta part was when Blade was like, "I don't like you," and he was like, "I don't think you ever did." Like that was awesome because Wesley spoke to it in an interview after Comic-Con where he was just like, "We were playing on the idea that people thought we never liked each other." I think Wesley's full of shit. I 100% believe they did not like each other back then. It's just time heals all wounds, right? So it's like, bro, we haven't worked together in what? Almost 20-something. Who cares, right? So you just let it go.
And you're also offering me a check right now.
No. I mean, from Ryan's point of view, I think Ryan was just like, who cares? It's a chance to do something really fun and cool. Let's just do something fun and cool. Who gives a shit? But you're not going to convince me they did not like each other back then. There were way too many rumors. In a time, like, if it was a rumor today, I think it was bullshit. Back then, no, I think there was some validity to that for sure. So I thought that was very meta. Not a lot of people remember that, but I thought that was awesome putting that in there.
I agree. Also, the cameos from the Deadpool Corps. Do you guys want to know who the Deadpool Corps are? Well, at least some of them.
Was that Bulldog in that suit?
Yes.
Was it
not only
or just the voice?
No. Well, no. She wasn't in the suit. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think
so. That'd be cool. Voice, but apparently, they have Ryan Reynolds' kids.
Yes.
Like his. I didn't know he had a son. Yeah, I don't know.
He doesn't show them.
Kidpool and Babypool are his.
Kidpool and Babypool were his kids.
Oh.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait. The one that cussed the kid.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Hold on. You think Ryan Reynolds doesn't allow his kids to curse when Blake's not home? Trayvon, come on. that man definitely goes ahead and says, "Hey, is mommy home?" No. You can say "motherfucker" when she's.
And they said that was the worst one too. I think they said that he's the worst one. Oh,
yeah, he did.
That was So those were his kids. Obviously, his wife was Lady Pool.
Mm-hmm.
Matthew McConaughey was Cowboy Pool. Mm-hmm. Dog Pool was his dog. Peggy the dog is his dog. Who apparently lost the ugliest dog, or won the ugliest dog competition in the UK at one point. Some shit.
Sounds about right.
Nice Pool. Obviously, he played Nice Pool, but apparently someone played the stunt actor. I don't know who it was exactly.
Well, yeah, we knew that from remember the set photos that leaked all the way back then. Yeah.
But obviously, he was the face of Nice Pool. Nathan Fillion was voicing Head Pool apparently.
Okay.
Yep, so it makes sense. Sounded like him a little bit.
And then, of course, Welsh Pool, who the one with the flag, the Welsh flag, or the soccer team, is the main, the lead striker. Paul Mullen was the guy in the costume, which was pretty cool.
Okay. Who was the samurai one?
I don't know.
I think that was just like a extra.
That was cool.
Yeah, there's some other ones. Apparently, Tom Holland's brother was one of the extras.
That's hilarious because remember Tom kept saying he kept trying to get his brother in something, but he kept getting cut out of it. It's like I got him in something.
Apparently, Ryan didn't even know until you big posted. He's like, "This is how I find out," which is funny. But yeah, that was most of the Deadpool core. I mean, again, there was a lot more. Those are all the ones I think I saw names for. But I don't know. That was a lot. There was a lot to intake. We just talked about a lot of characters, like a lot. It would have been cool if they did get what's his name, Vinny Jones, this Juggernaut. But I know he didn't want to come back and put that shit back on. Even though he said he's just old. He's like, I don't feel like it. But bro, this movie was great. I can't take anything away from it. It gave me a lot of stuff I never thought I'd see. I say that a lot these days. So credit to Marvel for fulfilling a lot of my fantasies as a kid and making them come true. And hopefully more in the way. But this movie was great. It was great. Like I mean, if you're a fan, if you're not a fan, I can see how it could be a little much. But for me, who is a fucking huge superhero nerd and big fan of both Wolverine and Deadpool, I've been waiting for this team up for like the right way for a long time. So this meant a lot to me. So, yeah.
Yeah, and it was a great funeral for Fox. I enjoyed that the most.
It was a nice little love note, just like to me the Sony, like No Way Home kind of did for Sony.
Oh, and I meant to point this out, Joel. I'm glad I remembered just now. Sean spoke to exactly what I said when we were leaving the theater. When I was like, you kind of have to thank X-Men Origins for getting us here. And they did an interview, and they were like, you kind of have to thank X-Men Origins for getting you guys here. He was like, weirdly enough, yeah. Like, that movie kind of made way for everything that came after, right? Like, if that movie didn't do all the stupid shit it did, we don't get Deadpool, right? You know, like, if it did Deadpool the right way, we probably don't get Deadpool.
Yeah. You don't get this Deadpool, probably.
Right. You don't get this Deadpool, which is weird to think about, right? Like, wait, if you did it right, wouldn't you want to do it again? That wasn't Fox, guys. If you ask that question, you're too young. Like, if you ask a question about something not making sense and then say Fox after it, you're too young. You're too young. We'll teach you, though. It's okay.
I also figured out when this takes place, and it's very easy an answer.
Okay.
Obviously, Deadpool 2 takes place in 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts right after 2018. That's why when you see that he goes to 616, it's during that whole jumping around shit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why when it jumps 6 years, it's today. It's this year. It's 2024.
Oh, okay.
So that takes place in 2024, just on that Earth, not on this on 616. It's on his Earth. So it's an alternate timeline, 2024. So that's when it takes place.
Gotcha. Makes sense as to why there was no other MCU end credit scene.
Right. There was no connection aside from the beginning. Yeah, this is like a year post Endgame. If it was in the 616.
Right. No, I mean this movie was great. It was everything I could have ever asked it to be. It was not cameo porn. Even though this is the second movie I thought could have given me more cameos, but I will accept what I got. I still to this day thought Doctor Strange, that movie was so fucking lazy to call itself Multiverse of Madness.
That is true.
It was like, you got really fucking lazy. Really, really, really lazy. But again, I only can accept this in Multiverse of Madness because I'm expecting Secret Wars to literally give me a heart attack. Like that is what I am predicting is that an ambulance will be called. Joel will not come with me. He will stay in the theater. I will wake up in the hospital alone. But no, I definitely, that is my mindset when it comes to that, is that I'm allowing them to kind of go light because Secret Wars will be so heavy. So I'm like, I can accept that.
That should be the ultimate cameo porn, even though
right.
You don't want to say it like it's a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. I say cameo porn the same way I say Saw is gore porn. I know a lot of people say that as a negative. I don't. That's exactly what it is. It's not a horror movie. There's nothing that scares you in Saw. It's just gory as shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, a name sometimes is apropos. You know what I'm saying? And look, I look at it. Remember, me and you differ what a bust is in sports, right? I don't take it the same way you do, but that's its legit definition. It's your bust. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's not always negative. Sometimes things are just fucking true. So, but no, I really did love this movie. I definitely want to thank Sean, Ryan, Hugh. This was awesome. They really went out of their way to make a bona fide hit. A bona fide hit. Like, God bless them. Oh, man. God damn, was this just so good. I even love, we didn't talk much about it, but I love Laura putting on the glasses. I will say, Trayvon, it bothers me to no end that I got no suit from her. Like, you know what would have been cool? Is if she got out of the van with her yellow suit, and then Hugh kicks open. Yes, and then Hugh kicks open the trunk with his yellow suit, and you're like, yes. Like, that shot of them in yellow suits together would have been awesome.
It would have.
But
maybe we'll get that Secret Wars.
Maybe. You never, because they spend so much time together, right? So
for that purpose.
Yeah. I will wait. I will wait. But man, did that upset me to no end, because I'm like, just give these people suits. Sabretooth should have had a suit. X-23 should have had a suit. I don't remember what Elektra was necessarily wearing, but I'm like, that would have been the time to give her the more comic accurate Elektra suit. That would have been awesome.
They were pulling them from their universes. That's why they look.
I know that's why it upset me, because I'm like, yes, pull them from their universe, but looking accurate. Like it did bother me. Blade had no sword. Blade had no jacket. It really angered me.
I honestly, I know it's gonna sound weird, but I think it's because to differentiate him from Deadpool with the swords and Gambit with the jacket, because Gambit's first time, you don't want to take, you don't want two guys in trench coats.
I guess,
but still, I think they could get away with that with Gambit, because Gambit never actually saw the light of day. So
right. So whatever you did with Gambit, we would have really taken, because it's like anything is better than what we got. Anything is better than what we got. Even though, again, I want to make sure I'm saying this. That's no disrespect to Taylor. I thought Taylor did whatever he could do.
It could have been better if he was given better.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody there,
Right.
He could have easily been a good Gambit. It's not his fault.
I'm sorry, Trayvon. Don't ever whisper that shit in my ear.
I didn't say anything.
Don't ever whisper that in my ear. It came in way too loud in my ear, bro. It almost outshadowed what Joel was saying.
I'm sorry.
But no, I definitely just wanted to give him some respect, because I don't think what Gambit was his fault.
Yeah.
No.
So I just wanted to make sure I made that clear. But anyway, this movie was great. If you guys have not seen it, go see it. If you've only seen it once, go see it again. Okay, trust me.
Yeah, I'm going again this weekend.
Trayvon's a madman. You don't have to do it that many times.
I'm seeing an IMAX 3D this time. Maybe just IMAX. I'll figure it out.
2 times is good. 2 times is good.
3 is fine. Or 4 or 5.
2 is good. Very good. But yeah, no, we all love this movie. We all immediately were texting each other, just like, bro, this is, well, not all of us. Me and Joel were together. We were texting Trayvon. How much you just love this movie.
I held back. I tried not to say anything to y'all at first.
Yeah, he did. And we are very proud of Trayvon.
Held off. Okay.
I know that man wanted to just rattle off shit, and it was like, hey, we are in it, like right now. Like just hold on.
My first word would have been Gambit.
Hold.
Yeah.
Like Channing.
I don't know how long we would have gone without talking if you had said that. You know what would have been our luck? You would have said it as the scene was happening. It would have been like, oh my God, it was just about to happen, Trayvon. Just a second longer, just wait. But no, this movie was awesome.
I think I popped the most for Blade because I honestly, I heard rumors maybe sound like that were coming, but that could obviously, so much of this shit could be bullshit. That was the one I had the least amount of faith in. And it happened, and I was like, fuck, I was not expecting it. Unlike the other ones, I kind of had a feeling.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I will not lie to you. When it took a second for Gambit to throw that card in between Blade entering, I won't lie to you, Joel. I held out some hope for Ghost Rider. I held out some hope. I held out some hope Nicolas Cage was gonna walk in there, man.
I wouldn't be surprised if he's in, what's it called?
Secret Wars. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
That'd be cool.
I'd say, if I had to be honest with myself, I had the biggest pop for Blade, but what stood out to me more was Gambit. If you told me Channing was in there as Gambit, I would have believed you. If you told me Channing was in there 100% accurately as Gambit, that I would not have believed. Like, the dialect was perfect, the jacket was perfect, the clothes were perfect. Him having that staff out of nowhere was perfect. The cards, everything about Gambit was perfect. That I would not have believed. Wouldn't have believed that part.
I can't wait for the what's it called? The making of, what do they call those?
Yeah, the making of. Yeah.
Whatever the fuck they call them.
I can't wait. Assemble.
Oh, yes. There you go. Thank you, Trayvon. There you go. Assemble, yeah.
I could not remember the name of it. How was that?
All right, so speaking of the multiverse that we lived in with Deadpool, we going right into it, guys. We had Hall H with Marvel on Saturday, and we're just going to start with the biggest thing. Obviously, it was Robert Downey Jr.
Okay.
Yo, just that specifically, because we covered everything ad nauseum. But the Robert Downey Jr. thing was so much like that was the end of it, then we wrapped up. So now we've had a few days to kind of sit on it, hear everybody's interviews afterwards. A few things were said, like they asked Shackman, right, Joel?
Not Shackman.
They asked Shackman. I think it was Brandon that asked them. I always hate saying that. But anyway, Brandon that asked them. He asked them, he said, is Robert Downey Jr.'s Doom in Fantastic Four? I'm a firm believer, if someone's not in a movie, you just say no. Right? Makes sense, correct?
Yeah.
That man went out of his way to say, I cannot speak on that. I cannot say anything. That sounds like a fucking yes to me. You know what I'm saying? And then this is what really drove it home, that in my opinion, Robert Downey Jr. is 1,000% in that movie. This is not a origin story. Mm-hmm. So that means, however long they've been Fantastic Four, there's all that time Doom could have existed in that universe. So if Doom is just an end credit scene, I better not hear anybody say, well, where was he this whole movie? No, this is a Doom that could have been licking his wounds from just getting his ass kicked a few months before this movie takes place. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I'm like, whenever he pops up, I'm fine with it, whether it's in the actual movie or just an end credit scene. So I wanted to throw this out. Blu-ray Angel, shout out to Angel. He had this question, and I don't hate this question. His question was, is Dr. Doom going to steal Loki's god multiverse powers? And at first you go, no. But then you say to yourself, possibly.
Sounds like something he would do.
That's what I was going to say. Like, it sounds exactly like what Dr. Doom could do that would legit cause a movie to be called Doomsday. Because Dr. Doom, off the strength of just being Dr. Doom, is not enough to call this movie Doomsday. Giving Dr. Doom the power of the multiverse is definitely how you get a Doomsday movie. So I just wanted to give him credit because he said that, and I'm like, yes. Like, that makes all the sense in the world to me. So Joel, I'll start off with you. Mm-hmm. Obviously, this was announced Saturday night. Since then, have you had any other thoughts about the casting, the character, where they're placed, anything like that with Dr. Doom?
I mean, for starters, it was shocking. It was like, because again, I heard, or at least I heard rumors that this was a thing, or at least most of what was announced, like the fact that he would be playing a variant of Doom. That's how it was rumored to be. We didn't know for sure it would be Von Doom. They said he's going to play Victor Von Doom. So I'm like, oh shit, okay, so he's playing Victor Von Doom. And the way they announced was very over dramatic, and I love it. The whole thing, that was great. Because as soon as the words came up as Doomsday and the colors, you're like, bro, you know exactly who this is alluding to. Even though that's not exactly the way I wanted them to go, if they were going to sway from Kang, I still hope Kang plays a factor in it in some capacity. But I'm cool with it as long as it plays out like I expect it to, which it already sounds like it is. So if he's in this Fantastic Four movie, it seems he's not from that. He's not a 616 dude. You know, that's how I took it. Mm-hmm. So if that's what's happening, and he ends up taking, obviously the whole point is that he takes the place of Kang, and this as the main villain of that movie, and obviously becomes a multiversal threat. I'm curious as how he gets there, and the idea of maybe fucking around with Loki and whatever, that could all work. I just want to know how. How do they discover the multiverse, and what happens in the Fantastic Four that leads to that happening? Is my thing, like, or at least to that.
I'm assuming
whatever, you know.
I'm assuming they're gonna go the route that Reed's been working on, multiverse travel, right? Like he discovers multiverse travel, and Doom finds out. Obviously uses it to his benefit. And even like you guys were saying, Trayvon, I know you were a big fan of the idea of he discovers once he gets here, like, I look like you're Tony Stark. Maybe I play up to that. Maybe I play up to the fact that I look like your fallen hero, right? And for me, I did hear someone say that apparently Galactus is
not a variant. Not a variant.
Yes, he's not a variant. He's not a variant. So he's the only Galactus, right, in the entire multiverse. So that's how he'll travel. Is that apparently he can multiversal travel,
like America Chavez.
Right. Yes. Thank you, Joel. Yes, just like America Chavez. Thank you. That's the character I was thinking. I couldn't. I was blanking. Thank you. So for me, I could see it. Whether or not they do it that way, I don't know. I have no idea. I just know for me, this is great. This is awesome. I said to Joel, Trayvon, or I might have said it on the show, I don't remember, but I know I said it to Joel. I think Coleman Domingo is Kang. I think he's already been cast as Kang, and Kang is a backseat driver, or a passenger, sorry, to Doctor Doom. I think he's a passenger. I think Doctor Doom kind of hijacks Kang's plan and uses it to which makes Doomsday. So Kang is still a player in this game. And that's why you cast Cole Domingo and kind of just make Kang secondary to obviously the alpha.
Why do you think he's cast?
Why do I think Kang is cast?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you can just adios Kang. You can't just, whether it's Joel's prediction of making him the Beyonder, so it's not necessarily quote-unquote Kang, it's the Beyonder, which is like a variant, or using actual Kang. There's just no way you're going to tell the audience this character just doesn't exist anymore.
Well,
Ant-Man killed him.
Okay, well, I mean,
it does bring us to the question of what happens in Doomsday that leads us to Secret Wars. Do they go the route of God Emperor Doom? You know, or maybe does that happen, or is it the Beyonder? Because those are the only time Secret Wars happen is either God Emperor Doom, which was the second time, or the first time with the Beyonder. So maybe it's both.
This is the bigger question, Joel. They have to be very careful because I know this is going to confuse a lot of people, and let me just simplify it right away. A lot of people are going to go, how the fuck do you have the Fantastic Four in the 616? Very easily. You say in the 616, they went up to space and died. So you're replacing it with the idea of these guys are your they're your 616 Fantastic Four. The original Fantastic Four never existed. It was never a thing. It never existed in that universe. Right. They're not variants of a 616. 616 never existed. Now, here's where it'll get complicated for people. What you can say is right after Secret Wars is done, they defeat RDJ's Doctor Doom. There is a Victor Von Doom in the 616 that is then molded by everything he saw that Victor Von Doom do. So you can still do a Victor Von Doom in the 616 that does not eradicate anything that RDJ's Victor Von Doom did. Now, the tricky part is, how do you do RDJ's Doom where you don't exhaust everything possible so that when we get to the 616 Doctor Doom, it's not seeming like we're rehashing the same shit we just did. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you can do it to where Doom still exists in the 616. Everyone's happy. You get your new casting for your prime Doom, and nothing is messed up. You know what I'm saying? But for me, Joel, to answer your question, you have to go God Emperor Doom. You have to, unless you make him the Beyonder. Now, before we go any further, Trayvon, you were asking something. Were you trying to ask me why do I think Cole Domingo was casted?
Yeah.
He had came out in an interview saying how much he would be up for that. He would love to do that. He wants to play a villain. He would definitely jump right into that. Now, I'm not saying this is like I have any sources or anything. Right. It's just that man won an Oscar. Am I wrong? Did he not win an Oscar?
I think he did.
I think he did, right? I kind of feel like the person wins an Oscar, says I want to be in a Marvel movie, it just kind of happens, right? So I kind of feel like he's the perfect guy. Stays out of trouble. There's nothing going on. That man lives a very happy, peaceful life. Why not? You know, because what you shouldn't do if you want to bring King back is make him white. You know what I'm saying? No. I don't think you should do that. So I'm like, Cole Domingo sounds perfect. Sounds perfect. So that's just a prediction of mine. Of just connecting invisible dots.
Those are not bad guesses.
So that, I just want to make sure I'm putting that out there. That's not me reporting. That's not me saying I heard it from sources. Just a guess. Trayvon, if you want to throw that up for Joel to talk a little bit more about that, you can do the first one, the Beyonder, for Joel to explain the Beyonder a little bit more before we go on.
Well, I also think another prediction I have is that I think, again, I don't know if this to be fact, but it does seem to me like the Void is set up to be where Battle World takes place.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. If there's a Battle World, I think Void is the best place to do it, and that's where they can, like, what Cassandra Nova's plan was, where the Void was the land where she would reign. I think that's probably what's going to end up happening, where she's going to destroy he's going to try to destroy everything. This is my world. I am God Emperor. If it's Doom, or I think maybe the plan is he wants to become God Emperor Doom, and then something happens with the Beyonder, and Beyonder is actually wins out in the end, and that's why Secret Wars happens. I don't know, it depends, because obviously that I know the Russos love the original Secret Wars, so I don't know.
That's why they wanted to do it, right?
Yeah, and the second one was a little different than how the first one went. So we'll see. The big event, like, because during Secret Wars, that's when Peter gets his black symbiote suit. That's the event. That's where he gets the suit in the Void. I was gonna say the Void, but in the Battle World, right? So that's a way he could get it. That's where I think he should get. I don't like the idea of him getting it randomly in his movie, whatever way they decide to give it to him in his movie, the next movie. I really would. I'd rather they waited till after Secret Wars for them to do that, because they could do that canonically. Like, that's not something you can get away with normally. But from to get the symbiote suit there in a multiversal war, because that's what this is going to end up turning into, right? It just makes so much sense. Like, maybe that's how Tom Hardy's Venom passes on the symbiote suit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, that'd be interesting.
I can tell you this right now. You are out of your mind if you think the moment Amy heard that they were doing Secret Wars, she didn't Google it and go, wait a minute, other people can be. Hey, yo, Kevin. What's good with Tom Hardy in Secret Wars, right? Like, you need a lethal protector, right? Throw him in that shit, right? Throw him in there. Movie ends with him dying, right? And some of it attaching to Peter, right? Because it finds him a suitable host, right? And then it doesn't take over Peter. It stays with him
Right.
And it just waits for the moment to actually take him over. And then you get to the fifth movie of Spider-Man, where you can slowly, you know what you could do then, Joel? You could slowly maybe bring in Miles, right?
I think you introduce him in the fourth, but yeah, I agree.
No. I introduce him in the fourth, but I mean as Spider-Man, Miles as Spider-Man, and you have Tom Holland's evil black symbiote Spider-Man versus Miles.
Yeah,
that's box office, right? Like that's mouth-watering box office.
The problem with this though is, I just don't see that.
There's no problem.
It is, but this Venom has a very interesting personality. I just don't see this Venom working.
Well, no,
because it attacks to Spider-Man, but eventually it'll go to another Eddie Brock or whatever. So like, the personality of this Venom won't work.
Look tasty, remember?
It won't work. This type of Venom.
Hold on one second. I'm trying to. For everything with me, Trayvon, is trying to actually understand. What are you saying won't work? Like Venom being rated R won't work in this universe?
No, just
like
the version of him.
You don't think this symbiote is mean enough anymore?
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
Oh, yeah, but guess what, Trayvon? Guess what?
What?
It's a multiverse. You can say that's any version of Tom Hardy is Eddie Brock. It doesn't have to be that exact one.
Okay, I guess.
I'm just saying it doesn't have to be that exact one. Something could happen. He could get, maybe the symbiote gets aggressive because Eddie dies, and that was like his best friend. You know, there's so many different ways you can go with it. That logically makes sense.
That symbiote goes from being bad to good, so it's not
100%
evil all the way to start. But he's not he definitely tempts you.
And also remember this. It's not necessarily evil. It just gets you to buy into your actual feelings, right?
And remember, Eddie lets him feed on humans. Like Peter doesn't let him do that.
No, not at all. And that's where it'll be interesting, because remember how the game handled it. The game didn't handle it by immediately trying to feast on people. It fed into Peter's anger that Peter never lets out, right? So that's what I'm saying. The symbiote, you know what the symbiote is, Trayvon? A better way to explain it, the symbiote is liquor. You know how they say liquor brings the worst out of people? Liquor doesn't turn you into somebody you're not. Liquor just brings out all the things you bottle up. You know what I'm saying? That's what the symbiote is. It just brings out your inner desires. It's why when they did it with Toby, remember Toby was angry that MJ left him. Mm-hmm. Toby was jealous, and spiteful and all those things. That's what he actually was. He was just bringing it out.
I was a really big fan of disco. There's a lot of things.
We don't talk about those things. But I do get now what you're saying, Trayvon. That's what I said. I just wanted to understand what you were saying. I get what you're saying, but there's a lot of ways to make that work.
I can finagle that.
Yeah, that can be finagled more so than really anything else. But not often does Joel agree with me. I like that you agree with me on introduce Miles in the next one, make him Spider-Man, and then we can maybe get Miles Spider-Man versus Black Symbiote Peter. That would be awesome.
That push and pull between that.
Yes.
His mentor now become aggressive and like how you gotta I like that. And then you have Spider-Man versus Spider-Man by accident almost. Like, oh.
Right. Yep.
You need somewhere to show off Miles eventually anyway, and then
you need somebody that Peter can hit that can take it and give it as good as he gets.
Yeah, and then you also have that, and then they eventually have to fight the symbiote, right? No matter once they take it off, will there be a version of Eddie Brock there, or will it go to someone else? Like they can go Matt Gargan, who's Scorpion. I don't know. There's a lot of different options.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even be mad if Kevin tells us that the idea of the symbiote is a one-time thing, right? If it's a one-time thing, I wouldn't.
One movie, yeah.
I wouldn't be upset if he did something wild, like take somebody, like the symbiote attaches itself to somebody that is just like the worst, and it's like their blood mixing with the symbiote turns them into Carnage, and we get Venom and Carnage in one movie versus the two Spider-Men. That'd be awesome. I'd fucking love that. I'd be fine with it because you kill off the whole symbiote at the end of the movie, and then it's never to be revisited. That's fine with that.
I mean, I want to see. It would be crazy if the final time we see Venom, it's hit with the logo finally.
Yes,
and it's because he already disattached.
He took over Peter, right? Yep.
Right. So I'm like,
yep. I'm with you there.
Like we finally got Venom the right way.
Yeah. Yep. I'm with you. But again, a lot of our prediction there, Joel, will rest solely on how Sony ends The Last Dance.
a couple more months to find out how that goes.
We got to see how that goes first. But so this is the Beyonder, everybody, that Joel was mentioning. This is the Beyonder. He will not look anything like this if we get him in the movie.
As you can see, he is choking Doom in this picture.
Yes, that's why it's a very good picture that Joel gave us.
I honestly didn't notice that until you did.
Excuse me. So this is the Beyonder. This is one way they could go with Kang, is using the Beyonder.
This is a guess. Yeah, when I brought that up, Beyonder is like a otherworldly being on the levels of a. I'm trying to think. I think he's on like the Collector and all those characters, whatever the fuck you call those guys. He's kind of like that, I think.
Oh, by the way, if you do Battle World, you have to do the Collector, right? Bring him back.
You can. I mean, you can do him or the Grandmaster. Like those are related.
They're heavily tied into the Battle World.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, go ahead, Trayvon. What are you saying?
I was just saying, I could see this character being a version of Kang that is in power until Doom figures out how to fuck him over.
Right, yeah.
To me, it's either or. It's either he's in power or reverse. Because in my opinion, I think what Doom will try to see what will fuck over Kang if there is still a Kang, and will try to become God Emperor Doom, and then Kang reverses it and ends up becoming the Beyonder with whatever way they try to finagle it. Because again, the Beyonder is not Kang at all in the comics. It's just he's his own character.
I could see the Beyonder teaming with Loki and telling him there's this guy trying to destroy the multiverse. Like, I know a lot of people said, remember how in Deadpool, Paradox alluded to the fact that somebody had chosen Deadpool. Mm-hmm. It wasn't his idea to go after Deadpool. He was just going to destroy that universe.
Apparently, it was
his boss.
Yeah, the boss
told him Deadpool was the one that you should bring over. A lot of people were saying, "What if that was Loki? What if Loki was like, I've seen all variations of everything. That guy's important."
I just assume he meant Kevin Feige.
No, he very likely could have. He could have. But Trayvon, think about this.
Kevin.
Again, I'm
just to be funny. I was like,
I'm deep diving a little bit too much, but think about it. Loki being the one to say go get Deadpool makes sense because what's the one actual MCU cameo we get? Thor leaning over Deadpool, right? That was such a weird cameo that, like, if anybody to be leaning over Deadpool, it was Thor.
If it comes back to that, too.
Well, Joel, think about it. Remember, we saw that throwaway scene in Age of Ultron, Tony's nightmare of all the Avengers dead around him?
Right.
We got a version of that with everyone disappearing. Right? So we'll get a version of that. Maybe not that specifically, but a version of that. But I just don't know what brings Thor and Deadpool close? Like, what? That's what I'm more like, what? Why does Thor care about Deadpool? You know? And what could actually kill Deadpool in that moment? So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Deadpool's actually dying.
You think it's just maybe like Deadpool tricking Thor into like getting close?
Just let him do it. He's like, yeah.
I'm dying. Kiss me. It's like, what? It's like, I don't know what I said. I'm dying. But yeah, I just thought that was really interesting that maybe Loki was behind a lot of what happened in that movie. But no, Trayvon, before we start to close this up, you could bring up Joel's picture of God Emperor Doom. We can show the audience a little bit of God Emperor Doom. Talk a little bit about God Emperor Doom.
And then I'll talk about my haulage.
I believe that's how Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 ends, the DLC.
Is with God Emperor Doom?
I think so. I'm
now glad that I didn't know that because this game came out forever ago. Where the fuck is my part 4?
It was a Switch exclusive.
Do it again. I don't give a shit. Switch it up again. I don't care. All right. Explain to us a little bit about God Emperor Doom, Joel.
I don't know much about God Emperor Doom, honestly.
Whatever you know.
he obviously gains the power of the Beyonder and takes and molds the worlds and his vision, and that's where it's exactly like what the name implies. Exactly what happens. Basically, he becomes the God Emperor, and he creates his. I don't know. It's not Battle World per se. I don't know.
Sounds like What If Ultron.
What if Ultron? I don't even know what if Ultron does.
Remember he's able to go to the Between Worlds thing that the Watcher is doing, and out like he becomes scary to the Watcher. Basically.
Sure.
Yeah, you remember that, Joel, when you went after the Infinity Stones.
Oh, true. Yes, this is very similar to that.
Yeah.
Yes. That's true. That thing is super.
That was
powerful.
Scary.
Now that I think about it, that would be a fun future villain for them too. Honestly, do you think those characters will be in it?
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
The what if characters?
You know who I think is going to be in it? I think Michael B. Jordan's Killmonger will be in it. Obviously Thor will be in it as Thor.
The new character they made, I feel like she'll be in it.
Yes, anybody that is not alive today, whatever version you saw of them in that show, I think will be in there.
The one that had the super speed, right?
Yeah, Captain Carter.
No, the one that had the super speed. The other girl.
Bro, it's gonna be so much fun.
Kaori, I think it was.
Yeah.
Kaori,
I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be so much fun to see Captain Carter interact with Captain America, Steve Rogers. That's going to be so much fun. Like, bro, what? Like, you took the symbiote? Yes, I did. Not symbiote, sorry. Super soldier serum. Shit, I say I have venom on the brain.
I know. I didn't even consider the what if characters till right now. like, oh shit, they might be in it.
Yeah,
they are. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we saw.
I mean, she seemed to be like a Nexus level being. So, yeah.
Oh, you know who I'd like to see too in this crazy multiversal world? Maestro.
Ooh, Maestro. Hold on, let me see.
First time I heard of him was in the Avengers game.
Okay. I'm about to say you played the Avengers game. That's an alternate.
I didn't know this was a thing.
Yeah, Maestro's an interesting Hulk bear. I mean, it'd be cooler if it was like one of the four. Like if it was what's his name? Who was the Hulk in Ang Lee's Hulk? I forget his name.
Oh, Eric Bana.
Eric Bana is the Maestro. That would be fun, though. Wouldn't it be fun if he was?
I can see him.
It'd be a nice callback to that god awful fucking movie.
It would be
Yes, that movie is hot garbage. So it would definitely be a fun way to look back and never have to think about that movie and just go, he's always been Maestro. So, yeah. Yeah. In headcanon, yeah. I'm with you there, actually. We very well just might, but I think it might be like a throwaway cameo. Like they peek into another universe and he's Maestro. Like we don't even know it's him. Unless they use like the horrible looking face sculpt of that Hulk. For him. But yeah, I can see that as like a throwaway. Would you say, Trayvon?
Whatever it was, they'll make it better.
It will have to, because that was... Anyway, Trayvon, your thoughts on Hall H?
I'm still not 100% sold on this Doom variant thing. I like RDJ, of course, but I just don't... I'm excited for anything MCU, of course, but it does feel slightly desperate to bring him back. I just really need to see how they're going to pull it off because it really got to work. But
wait, that's my question. Is when people keep saying that, I'm like, but all of you thought he would come back as Iron Man.
That
wasn't going to be desperate. So why is this desperate?
Because it's Secret Wars. I expect everybody to come back in that.
Right. But why wouldn't that be? Why wouldn't that be desperate?
Because it's Secret Wars.
Yes, and this is playing into a multiverse. Like I think for me, when I hear you guys, I would accept what you're saying if this was around the Infinity Saga and they just randomly made RDJ Thanos, right? And then it's like, yeah, that's weird. But in a multiverse where you guys are literally saying, yeah, Iron Man could be plucked from a different universe and brought back, why can't he be Doom? Like that? That's just the only thing I confuse.
I'm not expecting them to be around for 3 movies.
It's only 2 movies.
I'm expecting this Doom to be in Fantastic Four and both Avengers.
If he's in Fantastic Four, I can tell you now, there's no way that it's not already been revealed that he's on that call sheet. It's probably an end credit scene. So you're talking 2 movies.
That still counts to me. He's still in.
A cameo counts for you.
He's still there.
Okay.
He's still there.
Did you just hear what Trayvon said? You hear what he said?
Yeah, what I said.
You said a cameo counts as still being there, right?
Yeah.
So you can admit Incredible Hulk is part of the MCU because Iron Man was in the cameo.
You're saying it like I don't care about the Hulk though. Like,
no,
whatever.
But you keep saying that movie's not canon. So now that you're accepting end credit scenes, it's canon, right?
Sure, it's not a movie I watched though. So there.
I don't understand.
I'm never watching that movie again. So
I don't understand. Anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see what. I don't know. I just see what happens. I'm happy for the Russos to be back. I mean, people could say that feels desperate too. But I love that.
Everyone kept saying no. Like they kept going to other people.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know. I love them. I think I'm happy for RDJ because I mean he's making money everywhere at this point. So that's very cool that he gets to play this big giant character. I don't know. I just really can't, and it's so long from now, but I just can't wait to see how they play this out to where I'm like, okay, fine, it's fine.
That sounds. I mean, I guess it's easier to digest if you've read certain things. Like it's not. It's just crazy shit. This is what happens in comic books. Like crazy shit like this happens all the time. Like this is some wild shit. And like what they're gonna do in this movie is a little different than what they kind of did in the comic books because I think
I saw there were 2 comic books that were. I was like, okay, that makes sense where it comes from, but it's still RDJ. I don't know. He already played a huge character, huge part.
Well, wait. Don't look. That's one thing I want people not to do. Don't look into those comics where Iron Man and Doom interacted. Don't look into those because those comics are your worst fear. Those comics are telling you he is a 616 villain. Don't look into those. You have to look into this the way that it's supposed to be looked into. It's a multiverse. He's coming from a completely different universe. I think you guys' biggest fear is Secret Wars ends and he's still alive and now he's a 616 Doom. I think you guys have to look at it for what it is. He will die by the end of Secret Wars, right? And then from there, you could still have a 616 Doctor Doom.
I agree that's what y'all are thinking. I don't think that's the case. But
why would you think this is a long-term thing? Like Doom being a villain past this arc.
Who's gonna follow up this Doom? Really? Who's the one to follow up?
Y'all didn't think anyone could follow up Loki? Thanos?
Loki's still here.
But not as he was. He's a hero now.
He's still the same Loki. He's still the same actor.
No, he's not. You're saying it's still the same actor.
Still the same. Yeah.
You're saying who's going to follow Doom as the next big bad, right?
As in like another actor playing Doom.
Well, that's what
you guys wanted anybody. Like you wanted literally anybody. No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. I thought Edward Norton was phenomenal as Hulk, and I've not once said, man, I miss Edward Norton. I am 100% okay with Mark Ruffalo. 100%. Never once thought about it.
See, for me, that doesn't. See, okay, because y'all think that movie is canon. For me, that movie doesn't exist.
It's not think. It's canon.
I'm just saying.
It's not think.
When I think of Hulk, I've never thought of that one. I've always thought of Mark.
That's your head canon. That is canon. I don't know how else we can explain that.
If I think of Doom after these movies, I'm gonna think of RDJ. I already know that.
But that's fine.
Iron Man. If somebody tried to put a new actor in Iron Man,
that's only his head though. You can't fuck with that. You can't tell his head what's.
What I'm saying,
right? That's head canon.
In general, like with these characters, like if you try to throw somebody else in Steve Rogers, I'm like, that's weird. You throw somebody else in Tony Stark's character, it's weird. We have this Von Doom character now.
You want to know what I find funny about it? You want to know what I find funny about this?
That we're gonna, I don't know.
Trayvon, would you say this is probably one of the best Wolverines you've seen in live action? Like Hugh Jackman's portrayal of it?
Yeah, that's what I'm scared for anybody who does it after.
It's not to be
good luck to them.
It's the idea that you have to move on. Someone else has to be him.
That doesn't work that way, but okay.
No. It does. Whether you accept it or not is a you thing. It's not a universal thing. People will 100% accept whoever Doom is because they don't have a choice. So it will be accepted because they're not going to not see it because someone else is Dr. Doom.
That's true.
They're going to go see it. They're not going to not see it because Hugh Jackman's not Wolverine.
Yeah, I know DJV. I'm just saying, like, I don't think of any other Hulk, but I hear you.
I'm just saying, I always said bringing Hugh Jackman back for just this movie was the worst thing. It only extends everybody's mindset that Hugh Jackman will die in this role. And that, to me, is a problem. You're never giving someone a chance to explore Wolverine, right? But again, at the end of the day, he won't be Wolverine. We'll have a new one. RDJ will be Doom for 2 movies. And then down the line, you'll have a brand new Doctor Doom.
I hope you're right.
3 movies.
Trayvon, if you think RDJ stopped being Tony Stark only to be Doctor Doom for another 15 years, you're out of your mind. Man's about to be 60. You think he's about to be Doctor Doom for another 15 years? Come on now.
Till he's 90. Till he's 90.
Yeah, that works as a joke. That's not realistic.
You think it's
that works as a joke. Okay. I'm just saying, I think, because I've seen multiple people with your same hesitation. I just have to say, please don't rush to go negative. Let's just see how it plays out. I
mean, I got no choice. But
I mean, I'm just saying, for your headcanon, let's just see how it plays out. Because if Secret Wars ends with that Doom dying, then it's see, you panic for no reason. Right?
That's the only Doom. That's the only Doom we see.
Right. We might see another Doom. And that might be the Doom that is our 616 Doom. So I'm just saying, I think we're freaking out for something that's 4 or 5 years away, or 3-4 years away. And 3. And we're making assumptions for something that, just logically, we have to come on. Let's connect the dots.
Look, they're already I'm assuming most of these next movies will be leading into whatever Doomsday is. The first sign of that is Fantastic Four.
TJV. He takes everybody from that movie. Even Betty. He takes everybody from that movie. But the man's name, that is the title.
Because they recast it. I'm like, I get that. That sucks.
But they didn't reboot it. That was the crazy part. That's what we keep trying to tell you. It's 2 different R's. Recast and reboot. Not the same thing. They recast it. Did not reboot.
What I'm saying. Yes, I understand what you guys are saying. The only Hulk, when I think of it, is
that's fine. Me too.
Yes, that's what we're saying. We understand that that's your Hulk. We just want you to acknowledge there was one before. That's it. That's it. That movie is canon. They talk about it all the time.
It's technically canon-wise the same Hulk. I know. It's just a different actor. I know. That's all.
Right.
I know.
That's all.
That's it. But like I said, your feelings are extremely valid. We're just saying, don't make a mountain out of an anthill, right? Don't put too much into it. Let's just see how it plays out. I don't think this is desperation because I don't think this necessary. What does this save? Because if you're telling me that you don't think John David Washington being Kang wouldn't have done the exact same thing as Jonathan Majors being Kang, then I would then question.
It's even sillier to worry about it in the multiverse saga.
That's all I'm saying. It's a multiverse.
We just saw a movie full of people playing different characters who played other characters in the same universe. It's just
okay. I mean, I get what y'all saying, but what if? Do you guys think you guys are assuming this Doom dies? What if it doesn't?
Well, how
y'all feel now?
I agree. I agree with you. If that's the case, I don't like it either. But I can't assume that way. It's just you can't assume either way. You know what I mean?
Right. You like to go glass half empty. We like to go half full. That's
I'm not a pessimist. So I'm going towards what I feel is the most likely scenario. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'll have to accept it, like you're accepting this casting.
If they do that. I will also say this: MCU's been around for what? More than 15 years, right? Or about 15 years, right? Mm-hmm. I can maybe count one time Kevin has ever made a decision that I said, this is fucking stupid, ridiculous, desperate, idiotic. Can we name 5? Can we name 4? Can we name 3? Can we name 2? So all of a sudden, I'm not going to assume that this man is going to do the most idiotic shit ever. Especially, I tell you this, Trayvon.
I hate about 4 projects out of the whole thing. So.
Right. And you hated them because they were bad movies, not because they did idiotic, stupid, ridiculous, nonsensical things, right? There. So what I'm saying is and here's the biggest reason, Trayvon, why you shouldn't buy into what you're even saying. You think he's in Fantastic Four. So if he's in Fantastic Four, that's him being in a different universe. So if you believe he's from that universe.
That I assume will merge.
Yes, the universes in the incursion do merge. But that does not mean that Doom now has to become Prime Doom.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying. I
agree with that too. Because once you start merging everything, and if that's what happens, that they consolidate all these Earths to one,
mm-hmm.
they could technically do and take what they want.
Yeah, you can throw out what you don't want, keep what you do.
If they really want to keep RDJ as Doom, they can. If they don't, they don't have to.
Now, Trayvon, here's the biggest thing you got to think about. A lot of people believe Secret Wars will very quietly soft reboot the whole universe.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? You could easily say, right? They could easily say, "Hey, remember that guy? Remember that guy that was just Dr. Doom like a movie ago? Yeah, no, that's not a thing. This is Dr. Doom. That's all I'm saying. They now have a chance to hit a reset button at any point.
But that's exactly like the Fantastic. They can use the same Fantastic Four, and they probably will because they casted them. Right. They will. They're probably going to recast all the X-Men. Like that's just going to probably happen. Mm-hmm. It just that's just the future we're setting ourselves up for. That's what's happening. They may fucking age up the baby T'Challa. What's his name?
Right. No, that is his name, T'Challa. Yeah, that is his name. We talked about me and Joel talked about that, Trayvon, recently. We were like, bro, this is your chance to age him up and now say that Shuri does business outside of Wakanda. He rules Wakanda, right? So you still have your 2 Black Panthers. You're not resetting it to where she never became Black Panther, that all the fanboys would be happy about. You're keeping them mad. She's still Black Panther, but it's kind of like Wally and Barry. She's handling shit over here. He's handling shit over there. Mm-hmm. So I'm just saying I would be more in agreement with you guys had this not been in a multiverse universe. If this wasn't in a multiverse saga, then I would go, this is very concerning because it means everything has to stick, right? You can't just shuffle your cards and say, this is Doom today, this is Doom tomorrow. But in a multiverse, you can reshuffle that deck. I'm just saying for a company that has grossed over $1 billion, it seems like every year they've released movies, it's hard to say something is desperate because this movie that just dropped would have had to make no money for me to start believing they're pulling shit out of their ass for the sake of saving their universe. I don't think we're there yet. Now, unless there's some numbers we don't know about, and I apologize, but no, I'm not ready to say Marvel's desperate and that's why they brought him back. They wanted a trump card, right? They wanted a trump card to where they could say, look, Kang didn't necessarily work, which is funny because everyone that's complaining about not wanting Kang were the same people that were like, I don't really like this Kang. I don't really like this. I don't really like that. Who cares about Kang? Now all of a sudden they're like, well, he's gone. They're like, no, I want him back. So, okay. So they thought, what could we do that would make you guys happy from where you were just a few months ago with not liking what was going on? We'll bring your savior back to make you guys happy. And you know what everyone's response was? Fuck that. We hate it. I don't know what to do, guys. I thought you guys would think that was cool.
I think them just bringing Doom in general would have did that. Like just saying it's Doom. They didn't have to be RDJ.
I think because it's a multiversal version of Doom, and it is RDJ, it's more. I think the only reason that it matters that it's RDJ is because they're going to use it to their advantage.
Yes.
It's going to the Avengers are going to know this guy looks like Tony. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's weird. Like for them, it's gonna be weird. I would. Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. If this fucker becomes the Beyonder instead of Doom at the end, I wouldn't be surprised. So it's still RDJ. You know what I mean?
Possible.
And without armor now. You know what I mean? That would not be a shocker.
It wouldn't.
So that he's two characters. Instead of Kang becoming the Beyonder, maybe Doom becomes the Beyonder.
Right.
Because he's Beyonder, he doesn't need the armor anymore. Blah 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 blah. You can make up a whole bunch of weird shit.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So look, that's all I'm saying, Trayvon. I get where you're coming from. I feel where you're coming from. I'm saying I'd much rather reserve that energy for if it happens. If it does happen, let's go ahead and burn it down. Let's go ahead and burn it all down. We'll make just an episode about how much we hate it. Because it will, again, I'm a little different. You and Joel don't like the concept if it sticks. I am of the mindset of I love Doom. I love RDJ. I'm not complaining.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Also, if they do Doom right, I'll never see RDJ's face ever.
Right.
Ever,
but see, like, yes, that's true, but it's RDJ.
Yeah,
that's also why I don't. That's why I don't think it'll be past these movies, because he's gonna want to show his face right at some point.
Right.
Yeah.
Doctor Doom will never show his face if you do it right.
Right.
That's true.
And I don't want to see it from inside his mask. I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm completely done with that. So I'm just saying, again, I want to reiterate, Trayvon, because I don't ever want it to feel like that. I 100% understand where you're coming from. I feel where you're coming from. Not once am I trying to diminish what you're feeling. I'm saying bottle it up and save it for the end credit scene of Secret Wars. Because if that motherfucker walks out into this new universe we now have as Doctor Doom, that very Wednesday, you know what, Trayvon? You know what? I take that back. That movie drops on Thursday. We will have a Friday episode, and we will just shit on it, okay? We won't even talk about the movie. We'll just shit on it, okay? That is my promise.
Do that either way. I felt like we want to talk about that Friday anyway.
I can't lie. Yeah. I might even say emergency right after we leave the theater. Like, try to line it up so we all see it at the same time.
Well, for me, especially if it do 3 o'clock, I'm going. So.
Oh, no, don't go early. Let's go at the same time. I don't like you knowing things before us. But yeah, so I just want to make sure. I want to make sure that your views and feelings are being respected.
No, you're good.
Because how you feel isn't wrong. Because we don't know what the future holds. I just want to consolidate it to where not freaking out until it happens. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I also don't disagree. Like, I don't like that idea either. I prefer what I think is going to happen sounds like what I prefer to happen, but I don't know. I don't know where it's going. You know, I just don't believe he'll be doing past Secret Wars. But you know, we'll worry about it when we get there. Like,
right. That's all I'm saying. Let's just worry about it once we get there. Let me see here, Trayvon. Hold on. Let's see what else I got here. Yeah, I was just about to say you could bring that down. Okay, all right. Let's talk about something that gets you a little hot and bothered here. Hopefully.
Interesting.
Oh no.
Let's talk about the only Superman you've ever loved. You'll love this one. Hold on, let me bring it up here. The only Superman you'll ever love, Trayvon. Hold on, let me bring it up. Give me a second. All right, I just sent it to you. There we go. The only Superman you'll ever love, Trayvon.
Let's see. I haven't gotten it yet. Curious what you mean by this.
Phone's charging. You can't see shit.
Oh.
Okay. Wait till he puts it up, Joe.
Okay. Not really sure how this aligns with what we just said, but okay.
I'll explain it once you put it up on screen.
Okay. All right. Here he is.
The only Superman you'll ever love, because it's the only Superman you got now, Trayvon. So suck it up and love on this man. Love on this Superman.
Then they made that suit tighter. Maybe I will.
They don't need to appease your sexual desires. This is for our nerdum, not our horniness. Anyway.
It needs to be both.
Separate the two.
No.
You know what's funny? I actually have a direct quote from you that I swear to God I thought you said till I saw who it came from. So Isabella said that man, in regards to working with David, that man is an angel. He is very much Superman. His patience was incredible. In his tight little suit, in those hot days, I mean, he never complained once. That sounded like the thirstiest answer to a question I don't even have. I don't even know what she was asked. But to say his little tight suit, that woman was crushing. That woman was crushing. That's why I thought it was from you. I had to literally go watch the clip. I'm like, oh, it wasn't Trayvon. I was shocked. Very much shocked.
He hasn't convinced me yet. I wouldn't say nothing like that about him yet. We'll see.
I don't know, man. This dude's
Don't convince me yet.
You know what he looks like underneath that.
I do.
I don't know why you stress.
I do know he looks like.
Why are you playing? Anyway, Superman has officially wrapped its principal photography. It's initial shooting.
And we have no teaser.
It just wrapped today or yesterday. I just want to also throw that out. Trayvon tried to make it sound like it wrapped 3 months ago. It just wrapped. Our first teaser will probably be in September for the start of NFL football. There you go, Trayvon.
I don't watch football.
You'll watch it to see men on men on top of Superman, right?
Y'all will post it in somewhere and I'll watch it.
Excuse me?
Y'all post it somewhere and I'll watch it.
Yeah, just for that. We won't.
It won't be exclusively on Funding That Football.
It'll be everywhere, Trayvon. It'll just debut during football, probably.
It'll just jump on YouTube right after.
Trayvon's like, I'm not going to watch football to see it. Well, you don't have to. Like, ever. That's not a thing. But no, so it wrapped filming. I'm very excited about this, mainly because hopefully we'll start getting more information about this movie.
Yeah, the chocolate cake. He don't need to do that.
All right. So hopefully we get more information about this movie. Because I really don't know anything about this movie. I don't know why there's a Guy Gardner in it. Why there's a Hawk Girl. Why, there's Maxwell Lord. Anything. Why there's Lex. Why there's the engineer. So I'm like, just some clarification on, maybe a synopsis even. I don't even think we've gotten that.
We have an identity, but that's all we got.
Right.
we don't really know what the plot is at all.
Right. So I'm very curious to see what that's about. And we'll hopefully learn soon. And actually, Trayvon, you can put this up too. Because they did release this. So we can talk about this a little bit also.
You're less than a year away.
We are indeed less than a year away, which is why me and Joel and Trayvon were saying last week, you can't slow walk this dog marketing wise. Trailers should be out. There should be some kind of conversation starting soon. Now that you've wrapped filming, because reshoots will probably be from like November to January, or October to January if need be.
I'm sure they have it scheduled already. From when.
But
that's why he's eating chocolate now. You gotta get out of the way.
Right. He's like, let me enjoy it. I couldn't eat this good shit for months.
I got a month.
Right. Joel, how excited are you that this is finished? This is wrapped filming.
Very excited. Very excited, maybe because I can't wait to finally see it. Like, the suit has super grown on me, and I fucking hate college normally on Superman suits, but this suit really looks good. Like, I really, really, really like it. And even after I realized, like, the reason it's loose fitting, to me at least, is because it's kind of a nod to Frank Quitely's artwork. If you see Frank Quitely Superman, he's just big. He's not ripped everywhere, and that's mainly because that's how he draws. I hate the way he draws those suits. But it's heavily like All-Star Superman is heavily influenced in this movie, and I think that's why the suit is a little looser, because they don't want to show off all his abs. You know what I mean? You got to show off some of them, so he just looks like a big galoot, type of. He's just thick. Like when he flexes, that's when you see his muscles, not when he's just standing there. You know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I look at him in the suit and it makes me smile. I think it just I don't know. I really dig it a lot, and I can't wait to see it in action. Like we've seen clips and we've seen videos, but I want to see it like what he wants to show, the way he wants to show us, like him using his powers, him flying around, him acting as Superman, because we haven't really seen that. We've seen him from like spy footage. It's not exactly the same thing. Like, this suit, like, it really nails it. I love almost everything about it already. He has the look. I mean, the guy was fan casted. This is one of those like rare occasions where people fan cast a dude and the dude gets it. So you got to take a win. This is a win for like everybody that fan cast right here. So God, I mean, I can't wait to find out every question you asked earlier. Why everybody's in the movie? I would love to find out what other little nods to other characters and like other cities. We know it's a lived-in world, so I can't wait to find out more about the DC universe as a whole. But definitely, yeah, if you're gonna start, you start with Superman, and so far they're off to a good start.
I've not had one bad inkling about this universe so far. I think he's been a little too quiet for my liking. But outside of that,
I think you know what it is too. I also think like we needed it. We might not like it, and look, no one likes to wait for as long as we have to wait for this shit, and especially for like this new universe. You kind of want it right now. We've been waiting a long time. We needed the palate cleanse. I know it's going to sound a little weird, but as a fan base, DC fan base, we needed it. I think the world needed it for DC to just forget about everything that came before. And a year is a long time, you know. Like the last DC movie was what? Aquaman? Last December?
Oh, shit. Yeah, Aquaman. Shit.
Yeah, so, like, we're going to go way past that before we get another DC movie. Right? So we're going to be over a year and a half before we get another DC movie. So as much as we don't like it, it's probably for the best, for their brand, to start over in a year and a half. Like, this is the beginning of something new. I think I know we don't like it, but I think it's for the best.
All right, you guys heard it from DC himself. James Joel. Trayvon, how do you feel about them wrapping up on filming?
I'm not going to say anything negative. I'm just going to say I'm happy for y'all.
Why was that even an initial thought? What if that great conversation made you go negative? Like, where'd your brain go just now?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Nowhere. I'm right here. That's fine.
No,
you go ahead,
Trayvon.
Joel. I mean, Joel. John, go ahead.
We are not a podcast where we hold our tongue. What are you thinking? What is it? You're just not accepting of this DC universe?
Close your tongue so we can cut it off.
What is it?
I'm just annoyed we haven't got like I don't know. I don't know. I'm just annoyed.
No, and I love it though. You know why? Because you want it. And the whole point is about whining it.
I want it because I want to see it. It better be. It better be.
Hey, that's also the personal opinion.
It better be.
That doesn't really mean anything.
I better cry.
You're never gonna cry.
It better be that good.
If this doesn't make you cry, you're not gonna cry.
Did you cry for Henry?
Yeah, because his fucking boner got so fucking filled up with blood. It took days for that fucker to go down.
Anyway. back to what we're talking about. Anyway, back to this movie. Damn it. Anyway.
Oh man.
No, I mean, I don't know. I need to see. It was okay. You know, this is the thing I've always said about this universe. Everybody keeps saying. It's just like, yes, it's a new universe, but he's still pulling things from that were from DCEU.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just like
what?
I don't go over this again.
Joel, you know the what's. Amanda Waller.
Oh, you're talking about actor.
Yes.
He's still keeping things.
I don't care.
I know you don't. And I get it.
So, Trayvon, would it be easier for you to just call this a soft reboot?
No, because that's not what's going to be.
No, I'm asking Joel Trayvon if that makes it easier for him. I know that's not a definition of a soft reboot. I just want to know, would that help him process it better?
It'll be a soft reboot for Peacemaker.
I guess we'll see it. Yeah, we'll see how they do that. I don't know. I mean, I'm excited to see him fly around and stuff. It'll be fun to see. I'm very excited to get to what are they called? The Authority?
Yes.
Just mainly because of the gay component. I'm not gonna lie. That's honestly for me. But you know, that's something this universe is giving me. The last one didn't give me. There you go. How about that? There you go. I'll focus on that.
We found a positive.
There you go.
So you appreciate this universe because it's gayer?
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
I'll take
Guess
that.
whatever gets you to the finish line, right?
Yep, that's it.
They are going to give us our first prominent, because they're the prominent. Honestly, Apollo and Midnight are basically the faces of the authority. To be fair, when I think authority, I really do think of Apollo and Midnight.
Now, if they aren't as prominent as they should be,
obviously.
I'm going off. I'm going off.
Why would you tell him that?
I'm just saying, in my opinion.
I keep telling you, stop giving him information.
No, I'm just
use against us.
See, ever since that got announced, they already did the breakdown of it, right? So I already knew about these two characters. So I was like, yes, they better be in it, and they better be as gay as they should be. If they are not, I am gonna lose it. I'm just saying that.
Wait, whoa, hold on. Did you just say as gay as they should be?
That's what I said.
What does that even mean?
You've been reading
visibly gay on screen. Visibly gay on screen.
Like kissing?
That a little bit more shit. I don't know. Don't shy away from it. Better not shy away from that shit. I'm not playing.
They'll probably allude to more stuff, but it's probably. Remember the thing: the authority should be.
Well, I better not see this man fucking Lois.
The authority.
I better not see that.
This man, I doubt they'll show that either, honestly. But I think it might be art. I wouldn't be surprised if authority.
They ain't gotta do all that. Just be visibly gay.
I don't like you saying
not more than a little kiss like they did in Eternals. More than that shit. Okay. You had a little kiss from the gay couple. You had the straight couple fucking. I'm mad at that.
You know what? This is the one time I won't disagree with you. I thought that was the most. Why is this here scene I've ever seen in any movie ever? Them fucking was just. It had nothing to do with the plot. It was just like we're just gonna make love here. Just like. Okay, why do I care?
You could have did it with the gay couple. Shit.
It would have been equally offensive.
Why
am I watching this? Like, this could have just been a panaway. Like,
I'm not gonna lie, it felt like a balance. Like, oh, we got the gay kids, so we gotta go full on with the hetero shit. That's how I felt. That's what it felt like.
Extreme.
And I was just like, don't do that again. Like, don't do that here. Like,
wait, what was that? It was a cartoon where they went inside someone's brain and they almost died out of shock of being in that person's brain. That's how I feel it would be if I ever stepped foot in your brain, Trevor. I think it would suffocate me from the thoughts that you have. I would just go, there's no way you're thinking this right now. Like, there's no way.
The chastity belt.
I mean, they get.
Like, no, I have to go in with Magneto's helmet. Like, the level of mind control his thoughts would try to give me, I had to go in there with Magneto's helmet.
But I mean, honestly, sorry, that's just how
there's nothing to be sorry. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
When I found out that's in stuff, yes, that stuff goes to the top of my priority. Okay, I'm watching that. Like, that does happen for me because I don't see much of it.
Look, so I don't fault you.
This couple is going to be in the authority. Please let them actually be in the authority.
I don't fault you. If you think I watched that Blonde movie to see about Marilyn Monroe's life, as opposed to seeing what's her name naked in it 100% of the time, you'd be wrong. Like, I still don't know what that movie was about. I fast forwarded a lot. Yes. That fast forward that was putting in overtime. Like, I couldn't tell you one plot point of that movie. So I get it. So that's nothing to feel bad about. That's nothing to apologize about. I get it. I'm just saying, in superhero movies, Trayvon, I think you should worry less about the sex that's happening and more about just the accuracy of the characters. So yes, I do hope for the sake of accuracy, they are gay and they are a gay couple and they don't hide that.
They are.
But I also don't want you to put much stock in what Eternals did in thinking that you'll get it but from a gay couple.
Yeah, I mean, it should be
everything. From a straight couple, if I'm being honest with you.
No, he's not trying. He don't like sex in general.
I don't. I don't need to know Superman has a penis. Same way I don't need to know Lois has boobs. That's irrelevant to me. Like, they don't use those things to fight crime. So I'm like, I don't really care about that in my comics or my superhero movies.
I like my women with boobs, but whatever.
I mean, I don't plan on sleeping with imaginary Lois Lane, so I don't really care.
I like to see sexy ass men, so I'm not with you on that.
I'm the same. I like saying sexy women, so I get it.
Yeah, I'm not saying cast ugly people. I'm saying that
it sounds like
I don't need to see them doing stuff. Like, I'm
Sounds
okay.
like-
I'm
I can
okay.
make normal looking motherfuckers.
I don't need Pornhub, but with superheroes. I'm good.
Doesn't mean they shouldn't be attractive.
Again, no one's disagreeing there. I was speaking more to Trayvon trying to make a rated R gay sex scene out of The Authority.
Not what I said.
That's what you alluded to.
Just more than a little peck on the lips. That shit is bullshit.
Would a tongue kiss be better? Is that better?
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. All right, there you go, James Gunn.
No,
Tongue
don't even
kiss.
give him that because he's like, now grab his dick.
No, you know him. You got to go in the middle, Joel. He won't
grab
go
the
that
ass,
far.
grab their dick a
He'll
little
go
bit.
like, yeah, spit in his
push him-
mouth now.
Push
Spit
him
in his
against the
mouth.
wall a little bit, you know.
No,
That's
pull his
it.
hair. Pull his hair.
Push him against the wall right quick. You know, just a little bit.
Flip him around.
Yeah, a little
Oh
bit.
my
Oh,
God,
my God, what is
Trayvon.
happening?
They ain't got to go all the way. Just you know,
Trayvon, the director. He's like,
push him against the wall. Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
It's like it's not enough sex, guys. We're reshooting this again. It's like, sir, we've been doing just this one scene. Can we maybe film something else?
No.
Not until this is perfected. No one leaves this editing room.
Trayvon
Okay?
needs to see this part, okay?
everybody.
This
Now
part
strip.
for him.
Like,
Wait, Joel, I can see Trayvon going, now show your body parts. It's like, can we use prosthetics? I don't feel comfortable. Well, you're fired. You're fired. It's either whip it out now in front of me, me personally, just me in this room with this camera here, or you're fired. I can see us now, Joel, at Trayvon's hearing. That's not the person.
I am not-
Trayvon,
I am
you know
not
what?
Bryan Singer.
I can't lie, Your Honor. Oh my God.
Don't do that.
No. Bryan Singer's issue was not that. His issue was, fortunately, younger. Anyway, let's move on. DC did give us our new logo. Our new logo at San Diego Comic-Con. This is the only video James Gunn gave us. Hey, guys, I'm not there. Won't be there. Enjoy this logo. Thank you. Bye.
Damn.
That was it. That was it. That was the tease.
I don't know how y'all don't want to violently beat him up.
Look at that.
I don't until I get Batman.
It's
Until I get
all.
Jake Gyllenhaal as Batman, no harm comes to James Gunn. Once that casting is made, do what you want. I don't care.
I'm glad you think that's gonna happen.
I don't know why you think it won't.
I don't
Fair.
understand what's happening.
He wants Jake Gyllenhaal.
I do too, but like I've made peace that it probably won't be.
No. Nope. I'm joining. I'm telling you this right now.
Mhm.
I will openly
Mhm.
go to Zack Snyder in the Snyderverse
Mm.
if I don't get Jake Gyllenhaal as Batman.
God bless you.
You
That's
heard
a
it here
lot.
first. You heard it here first.
That's a lot.
I will go full toxic. Peter has the symbiote. I have the Snyderverse. I will consume the venom of Snyderverse and become full heel. That will happen. Jake Gyllenhaal or nothing. Jake Gyllenhaal, I'm voting for Trump.
All right.
It's up there, James Gunn. Anyway, this is our new logo
I'm
for DC
for, I'm
Studios.
for Kamala. Just be clear. Okay, thanks.
No, I speak for this whole podcast.
No, he
Anyway.
does not. No, the fuck he does not. Hell no. No.
Anyway, this is the new DC Studios logo. I don't remember what DC was called before. I don't think it was called anything. Oh, it's DCEU. There you go. DCEU. There you go.
No, it was never called DC. That was always the nickname.
It was just, yeah.
That was a
the
nickname?
It was a nickname. It was never a thing.
That was never a thing?
No,
Nope.
DC never had a studio. This was the first time.
DJV, luckily you're watching this live because I will be removing that line for people that watch it later. So, glad
No,
you
he will
definitely
not.
know that. Yes, I
I
will.
don't even know what
No,
he said.
Yes, I will. Yes,
I
I
I
will.
have,
no,
I have
I
the
was-
same amount of power. No, he will not.
Yes, I will. It will be removed. And I will dub over Trayvon saying he votes for Donald Trump. I will
Okay,
dub it.
let's not do that. No.
Anyway, I am glad we have DC Studios, it being its own thing, them focusing on just DC movies, DC projects. This looks great. We don't really have to go into much. Joel, how do you feel about the logo?
I grew up with that logo. That was on all my comic books. So it just
Was,
took it
isn't
back.
that how Justice League Unlimited started with that logo? Wasn't that logo there first? Could have sworn.
I mean,
Could've
remember
sworn
that,
it was
that
there.
was their logo for a long time.
Yeah.
It's
I
very
could've sworn.
modernized, updated, pretty, and added studios at the bottom. Basically.
Right. I would have
They
taken
just
like a
have-
Batman logo somewhere in there.
Well,
I mean, it's funny enough. DC was called Superman Comics or whatever the back, like originally Superman.
Yeah, so why not a changing of the guard? Batman comics.
Because that's just they took out Superman. Why are they going to add a character to everybody? So it's detective.
Because
to be fair, this
there's
like
a face of the universe.
To be fair,
DC is detective. It's Detective Comics. That's what
it's Batman.
Which is Batman. So like, I don't know why you're complaining.
Because I need it more. I need it more. I need Batman's logo where one of those stars are. Excuse me.
Yeah, DC Studios.
The main thing I'm excited about this whole thing is I just really want to see them do, when you talk about the games and animation, and I want to see that. It just please don't take 10 years.
How they manage it.
I want to see
please don't what?
through part
don't
take 10
take
years.
10 years.
I just want to see something go through like all the way like that, from a game to the movie to the that'd be very cool to see.
We haven't heard shit on like what's gonna be their first game.
I'm not very excited about Creature Commandos, to be honest. It's just like Suicide Squad again. But
just, I mean, not a bad thing.
That's racist. Yeah. That's real offensive.
I like Suicide Squad, so it's not like that's a bad thing. And I like monsters, so like it's almost hard for me not to like it. Like it's one of those things. I like both, so it's very hard for me to go. Oh,
it's funny Trayvon says it because she says in the trailer, "You're my Suicide Squad," and then they allude to their name being Creature Commandos. But she says you're like my Suicide. I mean, she treats them just like the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Well, she calls them Task Force M. She literally basically alludes that they are there because she can't use humans anymore.
Right.
Government saying she can't do it. So I'm going to use non-humans, which are the Creature Commandos. Like, it makes sense.
Which is going to be interesting because I need the Suicide Squad back. So how do they reverse it?
It'll probably be down the line. Who knows?
Yeah, for sure. But how do they reverse it?
And me seeing these characters, I need to see what they look like live action.
Okay.
Because I'm very curious to see.
You already got one of them.
What, Ratcatcher, right?
No.
What is it?
No. What's the one human that's in this movie. That's part of this team.
So I guess technically we saw two. We saw Weasel. And
Rick Flag. Rick Flag.
Yeah, right. Rick Flag. He played
Crossbones?
Yeah.
Don't do that. You are far too intelligent in the geek community to be saying some shit like that, Trayvon. Come on, man. What are you doing?
What? I thought it was Crossbones.
All right. So if I said, oh yeah, who's David Harbour playing? Would you say Red Guardian? Or would you say Frankenstein?
Oh, that's. Oh, he's playing. I didn't know that was him.
Trayvon.
I didn't.
Trayvon. That man was at San Diego Comic-Con twice.
Let's go over the cast for Trayvon.
Sorry.
Frank Grillo is playing Rick Flag Sr. You know who that is now.
Sure do. I know him very well. Yeah.
All right. Wipe your mouth. Okay, go ahead, Joel.
I know Frank Grillo very much.
All right, I didn't know. All right, so Princess Ileana, I don't know who this character is. She made up. Maybe she's made it for the show. We haven't found out yet. Maria Bakalova, you probably know her best. She voiced Cosmo in Guardians 3. Oh, and she was in the Borat.
Oh, okay.
She was his daughter in the movie. I don't know if you ever seen the sequel to Borat.
I've seen Borat. Is there a sequel?
Yes. Yeah, it's a sequel.
I don't know. Maybe.
Batman is DC's anchor. Yes, he is. The Bride is played by Indira Varma. Where would you know her from? She was in Game of Thrones. She was Pedro's wife. Oberyn's wife. That's okay. That's her.
I like Joel that you knew how to attach a man to get him to know the woman. I like that. That was smart. You're like, how to get him to recognize breast, penis. Yeah. There you go. Remember the penis? What was he always hanging on to? It's like
I figured I would have got him with Pedro Pascal. Like, yeah, you'll remember him and probably be upset that he had a wife. You know? Yes.
Taboo must be so much fun to play with Trayvon.
Oh my God. I don't know how that would go, honestly. Let's be real. I don't. Anyway, next. Zoe. All right. Where was it? Nina Mazursky. She will be played by Zoe Chow. Now, I don't really know where she's from.
Okay.
Well. I'm trying to see. Let me look up her.
Let me look up this cast some more.
I'm going through it. You don't have to give me a second. I don't know where
I need
she's
to see
from.
what people look like.
Apparently, she was in After Party, and I watched maybe the first couple episodes. Then they started singing.
Oh, that was a show. Okay.
After Party, yeah.
Yes, After Party was horrible.
Apple TV.
Yeah. Once
Yeah,
they
Apple
started
TV?
singing, they lost me when they started. Yeah, it was on Apple.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Apple. Yeah.
Tiffany Haddish.
Yes.
Yeah. She was apparently in there. I didn't get very far.
I have to see what she looks like to tell you exactly, because I've seen both seasons, all of both.
I don't even know what she plays in it. Like, anyway, I didn't. Again, they started singing. They lost me. Dr. Phosphorus will be played by Alan Tudyk.
Okay, I know him.
You know Alan Tudyk.
I know
right?
him.
Mhm. That's good. Frankenstein will be played by David Harbour. You know David Harbour
Mm-hmm.
very well. G.I. Robot will be voiced by Sean Gunn.
Okay.
And Weasel as well. But he also did Weasel, so he's going.
But Weasel will be more so when they do live action. He'll do the motion.
He does a lot of the all that weird shit. He does that.
So how do you figure Frankenstein and I guess
The bride?
Frankenstein's wife, bride? Yeah. How would
they call her the bride. Very
how would you
simple.
think they were going to look? Do you think they're going to be motion capture in live action?
You mean like CGI?
No, David Harbour is big enough to where you can
Yes,
get away
he
with
is.
David Harbour being Frankenstein.
That's
You
bad.
said what?
He said it.
Oh my god! I told you I never know what to say near Trayvon. It's like I can't, man. I just say things. I'm not thinking
That's fine.
far ahead.
That's the man.
Yeah,
But I don't think you have to with David.
Yeah, no, I
Okay.
think you could do prosthetics for both. Just like in he was Hellboy, something like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Mhm.
something like that.
Right.
And then the last ones are John Economos. He was, the friend from Peacemaker, the fat guy
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
with the
Yeah.
glasses.
Mm-hmm.
The tech, he's a computer guy, right? Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's in this apparently too, and Amanda Waller and Cersei, the character of Cersei, the villain, the Wonder Woman villain, seems to be a villain in this, played by Anya Chalotra or whatever. I don't pronounce that exactly, and she's from The Witcher. She was what's her name? I can't remember her name.
The one Henry was fucking on.
Yeah, her.
Okay. Cool.
The sorceress from The Witcher. I can't remember her name right now. It's escaping me.
Which she's gonna be awesome when they bring her into live action to fight Wonder Woman. That's gonna be awesome.
That should be fun. But that's
I want
the cast we have.
Giganta too, bro. God damn,
Titania or Giganta. Or,
Giganta.
Yes. In what, Wonder Woman?
Yeah,
But when we get there.
I'm with Trayvon now. Give me this slate. I want a slate, James.
Well, we know they're doing Paradise Lost, which is a Wonder Woman prequel.
I don't want that shit. Keep it. I want Wonder Woman. I want Wonder Woman.
They were gonna get a Paradise Lost, which is okay.
Yeah, just let Joel watch that. I want Wonder Woman.
I fucking will. I think I will.
Oh, by the way, Joel, I'm mad at you. You did not tell me that they were going to release all the episodes of Batman tomorrow. I thought it was going to be weekly.
Oh, I didn't know it was all of them either.
Yeah, they're dropping them all tomorrow. I just saw the post about it from Amazon. I was like, oh, no.
It's getting amazing
Damn it.
reviews.
As it should. Joel raved about it.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, as a Batman fan, I was very happy. So
Wait,
Okay.
Trayvon, hold on. Before we wrap this up and we finish up with our other topics, I couldn't stop laughing, right? So Joel was like, so obviously Joel saw screeners of it, right?
Uh-huh.
So, and don't worry, Joel, I'm not going to say exactly what they are, but he kept saying to me, like, and then this happens. And he's like, no, I don't want to tell you. I want you to see it on your own. And I'm like, Joel, just tell me. I might not know what it is, right? And he's like, oh, you'll know what it is. And I'm like, well, then what is it? Trayvon, he gave me 5 examples of people I have never fucking heard of in my life. And the amount of disappointment per person he said was hilarious. He's like, oh, they just say it like this. And I'm like, I don't know what that is. He's like, come the fuck on. All right, well, what about this? I don't know what that is. Like, I knew nothing about anything he said because not a lot of it were Batman's world. They were other things bringing into Batman. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck that is, man. I don't know what that is. So I just had to say that because that shit had me in tears. He was just like, you don't know any of this. Not a thing. Not a fucking thing. So I can't wait to watch it so that I can maybe share some of his excitement. But as of now,
wouldn't know. Like,
No,
So
I
you
didn't.
did. So
No,
you
'cause
did.
now you told me. I can now look for it in it and then go, oh, okay, maybe let me look into what this is, what that is, whatever. But go
Let
ahead,
me
Trevor.
dive into that real quick. So you said for a Batman fan, you loved it. Well, I love it.
yeah, I don't know why you would. I mean,
Okay, just curious.
it's
I'm going to say no.
Just
love
very
it.
curious.
I'm going to
on-
say no. Because if Joel had to say, if he had to specify it as a Batman fan, he loved it. I think you as a casual viewer, I'm not going to say you won't like it.
I know
you just
things.
won't
I know
like
a lot. I know a lot of things of Batman, but I'm not.
Right.
You got to
No.
know going into this, it's not. It takes place in the 1940s,
Okay.
so it's a throwback.
I like those movies when they do that.
It has a noir feel to it, like
Okay.
because it does. I mean, it's very old school. You're gonna notice they use Batman characters. They also throw in some new characters from around the old DC universe. There's one character that is definitely a character that may show up in the future, maybe. But I definitely, as soon as they dropped him without his AKA, I do like this character has a future. Maybe not. Who knows? I just thought it was a fun throw. There's a lot of nice Easter eggs, and there's a lot of throwbacks. So, like, if you watched the old Batman, like even the old '60s show, there's like, so there's some nods to that too. So I'm like, oh, that's fucking cool. Obviously, to me, they do Harley very different. Like, that's probably the biggest change. And Penguin, obviously, everyone already knows. They really spoiled it. But that's also it's only different visually, very much the same character. In every other aspect, in my opinion, aside from the fact that he is. Well, you'll see. Everything else, they mostly use Batman villains, but there's other characters that they sprinkle in. So I do look forward to seeing how they expand this world. So because they're already getting creative, which I appreciate. Because once you're doing the Batman show, how are you different from the other Batman show? That's how you gotta. Because there's been so many cartoons.
So you're expecting this to do more?
I think there'll be another season. I really hope, at least, because I like what I got, so I want to see more of it.
Good. Cool. I mean, I'm gonna watch it anyway. But
I think I don't know if you'll love it, but I think you'll like it at least because it does. It's different. I said it's similar but different because it does feel a lot sometimes like the original Batman animated series, but also when you watch it, it's also very different. It's similar but different.
I was just asking when you said that for a Batman fan, I was like, hold up, what does that mean for me?
Well, that's what. Well, for a Batman fan, but there's a lot of Batman-esque stuff in it. But I guess as a DC fan, I was also very happy because, like I said, there was a lot of shit in there. Like, oh fuck, this character, this character, and this character. That's not a Batman villain. They're gonna make him a Batman villain.
Watch y'all come out next week, but I fucking loved it. Why?
Yeah, I'm purely excited just off of finding out who voiced Catwoman. I had no idea who voiced Catwoman. I'm extremely excited now.
Yeah. And
I'm like, that's my crush right there. I can't wait.
Yeah, she's good. I mean,
I cannot wait.
It's a very old school Catwoman. It's like
yes,
a lot of these
looks like it.
Well, like I said, only Harley Quinn is kind of used differently. And then of course there's a tease towards the next season at the end. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Cool.
A little tease.
All right, let's move on. Trayvon, you saw Those About to Die or Those Dying.
I haven't watched all of it yet. I'm on like
it's fine. I have not either. I think I stopped at 4. I stopped at 4. But Elite and Those About to Die. Go ahead. Walk us through.
So
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay. What's this? My ring doorbell. Okay. But yeah, so Those About to Die. I initially started watching the show because I saw a scene and I thought, ooh, is it that? And then I watched it and see, okay, so I asked Joanna, right? I was like, it's very, and I was like, it's probably not because you said that. It's probably not what I'm thinking.
He's exaggerating.
Yeah, I mean, it's like one scene in there. I'm like, okay, yes, that was very gay, but it was one little scene to me. I don't know. There's a I don't know, king, like emperor, 2 sons. One of the sons is like ambitious, sneaky, does like under dealings, and of course he's the gay one. So he's the sneaky one. And then you have the other one who is like
Pussy whoop.
The military. No, it's like the military one,
tough.
army one. Yeah, the tough one. All right, so why the other one, the one that's like scared of everything? Why is he? Whatever. It's fine. It's a stereotype. Yeah, like it's and he's always the one like it's the one that is the gay one that's always like, oh, you guys will do what I want. You guys are peasants, whatever. Then when I'm jumping at him, he gets scared, and I'm like, come on, man, you talk all that shit, and he gets scared. Represent, but it's fine. But yeah, it's very much a world of like Emperor's trying to keep his power. The sons one of the sons, like the one that is more sneaky, is trying to get a power of his own. He feel like his dad's about to leave the kingdom to the other son, the army, the son he's proud of. And he's right. That does happen, which is sad, but it does happen. And it's just about everyone in there trying to gain power. Everybody's sneaky, very much. There's like 4 factions, and all the factions are trying to overthrow the other. So there's a lot of that, and basically they, I want to say like horse chariot race or whatever. That's like their sport that they do, and then they also have people. They take slaves and make them fight each other, and they even tell them, "You're going to die. Those about to die." They tell them, when you go in here, you're the one that's going to die in this match. They tell them before they even get there.
It's like wrestling, but
yeah, they tell them they're going to die. Yeah, so it's like, hey, crazy. You're the one that's going to die this time, and some of them are just like, it's okay, well, I accept my fate before they even get in there. So I'm just like, and then of course, there's one character in the show that he gets taken as a slave. Of course, he's black, and then his two sisters also gets taken. They're black, and then the mom, who is black, goes to get them back. She manages to buy one of them back. One of them she's working on to buy back, and then the son is he's in the gladiator ring. I don't know much. I don't know about her getting him back. Like,
he's kind of stuck.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck. I don't know about buying him back, but she's trying. She's gaining power. She's like showing her like resilience, and so she's it's very interesting because they're taking black people as slaves, but also letting her run shit. It's very, very interesting. I'm like, I don't know how realistic this would go. Like, I'm like, they're slaves, but you're running shit. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't grab you, make you do shit too. It's interesting.
That's a good point.
But it's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it's good. It's kind of like Game of Thrones. It's messy. It's a lot of backstabbing. It's fun, like it's just fun to watch that everybody's trying to get one up on somebody else. I
only saw the first episode, but
that's good. Like, I'm enjoying it.
Did you talk about all the gay shit, Trayvon?
I told you it's not as much as you say it is.
Yeah, Trayvon, you are a goddamn liar.
It's not.
It is the most flagrant sex scene. Joel, you know what? Because it's not a spoiler.
One scene.
It is a full blown. Let me explain it. It is a full blown gay sex scene happening while two characters are watching, and one is relieving himself while it's happening. It's the gayest shit I've ever seen, Joel. And it's more than 2 minutes, more than 5 minutes. It's a good 10 minutes.
It is not.
Yes, it is, Trayvon. Trayvon, go back.
They get broke up. They do not. They do not.
No, time out. Remember, they didn't get broken up. They were still doing it while they were talking. It was only when he said, "Get out," that they all left. Don't see. You try to lie.
Okay, look. Compared to the whole, all the episodes you've seen, how much hetero shit has been going on versus that? Just compare it.
Trayvon,
how much hetero shit is going? No. Answer the question. How much hetero shit was going on in all those episodes compared to that one?
I only saw the first episode. I didn't see any gay shit.
Exactly. That's the point. It's in one episode that happens. Like I said, there is one of the princes or whatever is gay, and he does have a boy toy basically.
Got it.
Basically.
He's not his boyfriend. I'm just saying, it's not his boyfriend.
Joel,
he orders him around.
No. He told this poor kid one episode, "You are nothing but a mouth." That's what he told him.
Mouth and an ass.
A mouth and an ass. There you go. That's what he told. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that.
And honestly, I felt like it's so funny because the boy he's talking to is like prettier than he is. I'm like, I feel very disrespected. Like, the boy toy is much prettier than you are, and you talking to him like that. I was just like,
that's why he's the boy toy. Come on,
right, right. That's exactly why he's the boy toy.
And I admit, when I first started and they showed the two sons, I was like, of course, this is the gay one. It did piss me off a little bit. But anyway, it's fine.
Oh, you wanted the prettier one to be gay.
I wanted the more,
manly.
That's
why.
Yeah, but unfortunately, that manlier one, the less manlier one, you couldn't have as a straight one. Like that would have been believable at all. Like he plays gay so well, I would have been.
That's
I was looking at DJV.
They're looking around.
DJV.
That is crazy.
And the boy toy is like proving himself to say, "See, I'm not just a mouth and an ass."
Right.
He's trying to prove himself the whole time. It's very.
I have hands.
He's like, I have spies. I get you information. See, I'm not just a mouth and an ass. It's very good though. It's very, very Game of Thronesy for me. It's very, of course, Spartacus as well from the fighting and all that.
It's hard to do Spartacus. Spartacus is good.
I will tell you right now, it's a lesser version of both. The acting is not as good as as good as Spartacus, and I thought often that acting was not great. So it's a poor man's blend of Game of Thrones.
It has both aesthetics.
Yes.
Of the show.
Gladiatorial.
Yes, and it's very clear, Joel, where their budget went. I've never seen a lion look that fucking good in anything. Their budget went to those lions. I've never seen lions look that goddamn good.
They're like pale. They're like white lions.
Yes, they went exotic too. They're like, if we're gonna use this money, we're gonna make these bitches look good. But I will say, Trayvon, it's keeping my interest. It is. I just stopped it because I had something to do and then I forgot where I was. Like, you know how like you watch it, fall asleep, and then you wake up and they're like, "Did you enjoy this season?" Bitch, I saw episode 3. How did you get to 10? Like I thought you would stop.
Oh, they want them streaming. No, they want.
My god, they stop you once you get to like episode 8 after you start, and it's like, bro, you know good and damn well I did not see all this shit. So Joel, definitely when you get some time in, definitely put in some more man hours on that. It's not a bad show at all. I kind of wish I can't say that. Never mind. It's a spoiler to you. I can't say that. Never mind. There is a character, Trayvon, I wish they used more before they kind of weaned him out. Because they pulled. I'll tell you this, Joel, and this might be a spoiler for you. And if it is, I'm sorry.
I'll give something.
But they pulled the same kind of bait and switch that the Acolyte did. Same exact one. Same exact one. And no, before anyone starts guessing, I'm not talking about anything nerd Star Wars wise. It's the bait and switch marketing wise that they pulled. They pulled the same shit with this show. I don't like that. To me, sell me on your show, not on certain specific things. That's all I'm saying.
I have a feeling I know what it is, but
yeah, that's where I'm gonna leave it.
They did the same thing to me with that Ryan Phillippe show that time. Let me see.
Which one?
Hold on. Let me find it because that's how bother I say it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hold on. What the hell that show? He was on Big Sky. Because I remember when that show.
I never saw that.
When that show was coming out, they advertised the hell out of him being in that show. Died the first episode. Pissed me off.
You want to know something funny, Trayvon? Do you like Ryan?
I call it the Scream.
That's exactly what it is. Do you like Ryan as an actor, Trayvon?
I do.
Do you know he was almost your Iron Fist?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He almost was.
He was almost your Iron Fist. He was supposed to be the biggest name leading that group. It ended up obviously being technically John Bernthal, unless you want to go Kristen Ritter. Yeah, he was supposed to be the biggest name.
Ritter was the most popular one at the time, right?
Say it again.
Gossip Girl, Kristen Ritter from Gossip Girl.
Yeah, Kristen Ritter's the only one.
I think a lot of people knew her more at that time from the B from Apartment 23 or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, Apartment 23.
Yeah, yeah.
I knew her from some movies I watched, and she's in Breaking Bad.
Gossip Girl, Veronica Mars. I said Gossip Girl.
She's a
Veronica Mars. Gotcha. You know what's funny, Joel? I love telling people that because everyone always goes, "No, he wasn't. He was. He was very close to being our Iron Fist. I don't remember what happened, but he was very close. I don't know how they ended up with Finn Jones, but you almost had Ryan.
At least I know who Finn Jones was, barely, because at the time I wasn't watching Game of Thrones. But that's what I heard. Oh, he's from Game of Thrones. I'm like, is it? I don't know. Again, I didn't know any of them. Even Charlie Cox, and he was in a couple things.
I did not know Charlie.
But that was Gossip Girl too. So I'm not wrong. I'm not wrong.
Who is?
Kristen Ritter.
I was making sure. Oh, she was in Gossip Girl too. I was like, I know I'm not wrong. Okay.
I'm about to say.
But yeah, it's very good. I'm enjoying it. They pulled me in with that marketing clip that I saw, and it worked, I guess.
It happens.
Yeah. But Elite. Or how do you say Elite? I don't know how they're supposed to say Elite. It's a Spanish show. It's Elite with a apostrophe. That might be Elite. It might be Elite. I call it Elite. I don't know. Like it's crazy.
It probably says it in the show. Oh no,
they never say it. No.
Yeah. I mean, when you watch it in Spanish, I mean, it probably says it.
Oh yeah, I ain't watching it in Spanish. I don't mind the mouth not matching sometimes. I'm good. I ain't lost you talking in English. I'm good. Yeah. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. This Elite is a show that always starts off with a murder, and then you're figuring out who did the murder, and then they somehow have you thinking it's everybody before we find out who actually did it. This season, I felt like they've pretty much given it away who did it very quickly, and sometimes they don't even tell us who died for a long time. This season is very interesting, but also the show is very sexual in all aspects. So everybody will get something if you're watching it. I feel like I get a lot of what I like did here in this show in general. And this whole 8 seasons has been quite a bit of it. So it's kept my interest, and the murder and just the messiness of it all. It's like these rich kids that these underprivileged kids get to come to the school on scholarship, and then they have to deal with that, trying to fit in, and then also getting blackmailed, tricked, all kind of stuff. Very messy show, very fun. Like I said, a sexy show, a murder mystery show. And this is the last season. Kind of sad.
You ever watch Who Killed Sarah?
No.
Good show.
Okay.
Good show. So it's also a Spanish show, but you could dub it.
Okay. Yeah, Netflix has a lot of things like that. Like a lot of
I think
foreign shows that they've dubbed, and I do like that they do that. Amazon has foreign shows, but they do not dub them. And I was like, I can't. Sometimes I can do subtitles. Sometimes sometimes I'm like, I can't do a whole season or two of it.
I watched the whole. Amazon did a Zorro series. It's in Spanish, but you can watch it in English, which is cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, this is dope.
See, they rarely do that, so that's why I always assume that it's a foreign show. Amazon, usually they don't do that. It's always just that whatever that language is, and then subtitles. But Netflix, I can always assume every show I've watched, they always have a dubbed version. So I do enjoy that about them. They take the time to do that.
That is
multiple languages too. So.
Oh yes, they do. That's good with that at least.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm enjoying that. I think Heartstopper's soon, so I'm excited for that too. Heartstopper's very soon. Amazon and Netflix definitely got the gay shit for me. That's two streamers that got
filling that hole for you.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, that's the end of my breakdowns.
Bang.
Watch what you say, Joel.
Or don't.
Please do. Discretion. Discretion, please. All right, we're gonna end it on House of Dragons.
Ooh,
are we?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Eamon, you in danger, girl.
Hey, everybody's head is on the chopping block.
They gonna want to smoke though. I should let him go over there and get his ass chopped up.
Trayvon, you know what? Look, I'm gonna be real with you, Trayvon. I'm gonna start from what I thought was the best part of the entire episode, then you can take it from there and then pass it to Joel. Best part of the entire episode was Aemon getting on his dragon and going, no, what's this fuck shit I'm hearing? Yeah, what's up? Right? And then seeing the true queen, right? Step outside with her whole squad. You know what I'm saying? It felt like the Kendrick Lamar video at the end of that episode. It's like, they not like, you know what I'm saying? It was crip walking and shit. I saw them dragons. I saw that shit popping off. She said, what up? No. What's that shit you was popping? What's up? And he's like, nah, let me go home, right? Like, all right then. That's the shit I'm talking about.
I want to know did the guy that was on the dragon just do a joyride, or she tell him, run over the city right quick and come right back?
No,
come right back.
I think that was the dragon being excited that it found a rider. Yeah, but I would have loved it if it was Petty. If she was like, no, let them motherfuckers know what's up real quick. Fly around, do a little U-turn, let them know, because that dragon did fly around. Hit him with the, what up? Yeah, all right. Shit, you know where to find me. I did appreciate that. It was a lot of gangster shit in that episode, and I was here.
I didn't realize they were that close.
When you think about it, she don't be that far from her kingdom. I own this shit.
Yeah, I didn't think they were that close. I was like, oh shit, y'all
they're
not there.
No, they're not far at all. Like that island is very close to Kingdom.
Yeah, that's wild.
DJV.
They did say that. They did. Sure did.
Them dragons said, what did Kendrick say? He said, them dragons said, you think we're going to let you disrespect Rhaenyra, nigga? Like, what? Like, what? What? Nah. We want the smoke, literally. So then my question now is, what do you do if you Aemon? You got, now, again, you technically got Godzilla. But what happens when the other side got like 4-5 mini Godzilla?
Godzilla looking old though. That Godzilla old though.
I know. Wait, Trayvon, let me just say this. I thought that dragon was indestructible. But in this episode, when he flew by and he had balls for a neck, I said, that's old nigga behavior.
It is.
Yeah, we got him. We got him. That neck is dragon. We got him. Yup. It's over. He about to die. He finna die. I was so excited. Trayvon, you can take it from there. That was all I had to say.
Look, that's all I think about too. Look, I was very happy to see that. when that dragon flew around that city right quick, I said, "Oh, this to bring him out."
Yeah,
that's what this for. This is like, come on out, bitch, come on, where you at? All right, that's what that was for. His ass on that horse so damn fast. He said, "What the fuck going on out here?" He's like, no, it's not Rhaenyra following my ass. What the fuck going on? Find out, no, it wasn't just her. Come on.
It's a squad. We all here. What up? What up?
I mean, especially them talking about like, we've heard there's another dragon rider. He's like, oh, just say that's, it was just, a rumor. It's fine. Now it's not. Now it's like, they're like, oh shit, did we tell him we knew, or we just be like, we know? Because I thought about that too. I was like, y'all gonna get fried y'all time. Oh, we knew, but we just didn't say nothing because we thought it was a rumor.
And Trayvon, shout out to you and Joel. Y'all, or I don't know if it was both you and Joel or just Joel. I think it was 2 weeks ago. Y'all were like, yo, that farmer gotta be somebody, right? Yeah, like that farmer gotta be somebody.
Showing him for something.
Yeah. And I'm like, I remember him from the Bruce Lee show. I can't remember the name of it. My boy Andrew Koji. I mean, he was the lead cop, and I'm like, I remember him. I'm like, that's a name to get. To just have as nothing. Yeah, it was Warrior. Yeah, it was Warrior. It was Warrior. But yo, can I just say, I always thought Ghost in Power had the greatest line to his wife. That was technically the most disrespectful line, but the funniest line, right? Where he says to his ex-wife, "Please give me some grace. I'm mourning the love of my life." That's the most fucked up line I've ever heard in the history of television. This man looked his wife right in her eyes and said, I don't give a fuck if I die and you're left alone. I want to go ride a dragon. Like, I want to be rich and I want to ride a dragon. Fuck what you talking about. And then the next scene is just him leaving. Like, it's not even like, let me hug and console her. Fuck that, dog. I'm about to go ride a dragon. fuck is you talking about, dog? You
Maybe.
serious?
He was 100%.
It was a maybe.
Absolutely ready to die. He was like,
you know what?
That's
He
what it
was more sure about it than a homie at the bar that was popping shit.
Oh.
Till a black dude came in and was like, no, I heard that shit you was popping. Get your ass out there then.
He was
like,
peer pressure.
no. Get your ass
He was peer
out
pressure.
there. You was talking, right? Yeah, go fly a dragon. Let's see it. Like,
would I risk it?
I love that.
That's a good question.
Would y'all risk it?
I'm not taking a guess.
No. I'm telling you. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why.
Massacre, bro. Did you see that shit?
Why no, DJV? Here's why not. How many dragons have we seen in this show so far in these 2 seasons? How many would you say? About 6?
Mm-hmm.
About 6, right? All right, do me a quick favor. No pressure. Do me a quick favor. How many of those dragons have black riders?
1 now. 2.
The fuck would I take that risk for me to be the one that they using for charcoal at the barbecue?
It's about to be 3, right?
Yeah, basically.
Oh wait, the daughter. Yeah. Okay, never mind. I take that back, DJV. Yeah. I'm taking that risk. Yeah, I'm taking that risk.
You got Damon's daughter, and you have what's his name?
The one that just got sea smoke.
Corliss's bastard son.
Yeah, the one that just got sea smoke.
Yeah, and his brother's like, I don't give a shit about that.
He was like, my brother always wanted to do some dope shit, so there it is, I guess.
The third might be that girl that's gonna find the other dragon that's burning shit up.
That's what it looks like to me too. The other sister.
So wait, so that's my question to you guys. What does Aemon do knowing that Rhaenyra is Team Dragon? Like, you got 1 dragon. Your dragon might be able to kill 2 or 3. But like, not the whole lot.
He gonna submit.
No, the fuck he won't. He looked like one of those. No. He will die on his sword. Nah.
I don't think so.
They gonna fight.
You think so?
I don't know. Yeah, they gotta fight. I don't
Trayvon,
know.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Anybody that's willing to sacrifice their brother and then lean over him and say a word, I will fucking finish it. That's not a guy that taps out the submission. He's the guy that goes, you strangle me until I die, or I will get up and kill you.
Well, let's see him make it out of this castle first, because she roofing the hell out of him.
You know what I can see happening, guys? I can see Aemon's dragon literally starting to rip through these dragons, and then the true king, Daemon, comes with his dragon to even the odds. And then it's boom, it's war, baby. It's like, all right, it's no longer dragon v dragon. Aemon, hop your ass up off that dragon. See me with these swords right now, 1-on-1, 1v1 right now. Let's go.
I feel like right now Aemon is all big and bad, but I think maybe Daemon will get rid of him, and then it's gonna be like now Rhaenyra, now me and you, because Aemon gonna be. I think he's just gonna be. Right now he's very big and bad, but once that dragon's gone, he ain't nothing.
Now let's not sleep. Aemon is a very capable warrior.
He's big and bad because of that dragon. Without that dragon,
no. Aemon was
nobody's scared of him
before.
Nobody's scared of him if he got that dragon. But nobody's scared of him. Once that dragon gone, we ain't scared of him no more.
If we're being honest, if you're asking me, am I more afraid of Daemon being certifiable or the dragon? It's 100% the dragon. I'm giving myself a 50-50 chance against any man. Well, no, not true. If you know UFC, no. But anybody else, I'm giving myself a 50-50 chance. I'm not afraid of Daemon either. I'm afraid of that dragon. So I think it's fair.
I'm saying when Aemon's dragon is gone.
I think Aemon will still put. I think Aemon got hands. I think he got hands.
I'm poking him in his eye.
Why? Ain't nothing there.
It'll still hurt.
Your finger gonna get stuck in an endless void. You didn't touch brain.
I'll stab him in his eye. How about that?
There you go. Stab him where his eye used to be. You can maybe hit brain. There you go. All right, I give you that. I give you that. Lil Ray need to slap more people. Them dragon keepers just leaving and talking mad wild. How you gonna tell me about my dragons? Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Rhaenyra shouldn't have stopped with that one old white dude. She should have just went on the slap spree, right? Because clearly these men don't respect you. Right.
I want also when they're at this thing and they're trying to wait for these dragons to be with or whatever. If I'm up there for a second and that dragon don't all of a sudden come down, I'm leaving. All right. They don't want me.
Even if the dragon does come in 1 second, I might still leave. I'm not risking taming a dragon. You know what it reminds me of? You ever see those crazy people in like Florida that think alligators are pets?
Yep.
And so the alligator goes, yo, I don't think you remembered or not, but you didn't feed me today. I'm going to just eat you. Like, no, I can't have that. You know what I'm saying? He was setting people on fire for fun.
He was.
I can't have that, bro. No,
He
sorry.
was.
I'm
He
not
actually
risking that shit.
was.
I'm not risking that shit. No, sorry.
Psycho.
But I did love how they were like, Rhaenyra, you're very irresponsible, and we won't be a part of it. And she was just like, all right, door, the fuck? All right, what are we doing, y'all? All right, cool. Y'all ready? She didn't give a fuck.
We about to burn some bitches? All right, come on.
Yeah, she didn't care. She's like, okay, yeah, everyone knows that. They're dragons. It's what they do. That's what they're here for.
What else y'all want me to do?
Like,
what's y'all plan? What is it?
Yeah, y'all want to live under Aemon? Y'all think Aemon won't do the same shit? All right. I did love though how all these dragons respect Rhaenyra, right? Like that, she stepped to that dragon and was like, "Hey, shut the fuck up." The dragon was like, "All right, okay, all right, I see you. Okay, all right, my bad, Rhaenyra. All right, you got it. Fuck everybody else, but I got you. I respect you." I thought that was dope. I thought that was really awesome. I'm like, okay, so she got the voice of the dragons apparently, right? That she could talk to him. I wonder if she could talk to Aemon's dragon. Like, hey, yo, fuck this guy, right? Like, come on. Come to my side. Everybody else is here. Your cousins are here, right? Like, come on. Fuck that guy, right? No? All right, whatever. Anything else stand out to you in this episode, Trayvon or Joel? Because that was it for me. That ending to me was like when the Avengers came out of the portal.
I stood up. Next episode, please.
Like, I stood up and clapped when that shit popped up. I'm like, yes, cinema.
When he turned around, I said, "Come on back, bitch! Don't run! Don't run, bitch! Come on back! Don't run!"
Wait, hold on. I do got to bring this up. Got to get serious for a second.
Uh-oh.
I ain't like how Rhaenyra's son was trying to say the N-word. I ain't like it. He said, "Ma, you gonna let these people, these things take our dragons? These is for us. I should be riding one of these things. You gonna let the word take our dragons?" I ain't like that.
I might want to shut up. You got dark hair. You ain't got silver hair. Shut up.
I was about to say, yeah, you're not technically one of them. Relax. Calm yourself.
That's why I think he's sensitive about it. Because he's like, I'm already questionable.
I'm not special anymore.
He knows that he's the best. And he's like, I can't. If you give them power, then like, what the fuck am I? I'm no better.
I have nothing. They'll be like, I don't even have a dragon. Like, what am I supposed to do?
I'm your son, right? Last time I checked.
Wait, I love the way he said that. I'm your son. Rhaenyra looked at him like, okay.
You're my son, but also this is why I want other people so they can go out there, not you.
Right. That? Oh, that's all she keeps telling him. Yeah. I want other people to die for me, not you. And he's trying to say, but Mom, if I don't die for you, they'll never respect me. So why live, right? And she's like, that's a good point. But now I'm still going to give it to this black dude. And C-Smoke chose him. We can't argue with
let's be honest. She ain't giving about shit. Thought that dragon went to find him.
I was about to say, because she was mad as hell when she was squaring off with him. Like, give me my dragon back. And he's like, I didn't take him. Like, he went black man hunting, and he came here. What you want me to do?
It went well because he was like my queen. But if he didn't do that, I don't know what the fuck would happen.
I don't know what you know what would have been interesting. I would have loved to have seen the war between his dragon and her dragon if shit didn't go well. Right? If he didn't bend the knee.
That dragon was following her too. He's like, go ahead, do something.
Joel, yo, I love that. Her dragon was creeping up like, all right.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought y'all was trying to say some shit. All right. We good? All right. Shit. This is my mother. I don't fuck around. What? Yeah. You saw that dragon didn't follow the black dude. He stayed back.
He did.
He's like, I like you. I don't love you. So
I know her very well.
He's like, I'm not willing to die for you yet. So earn it.
We cool
for now.
You can ride me though, but
he was about to say, anybody else that messes with you, I got your back. Her, not a chance. Not a fucking chance. So, play nice. That dragon probably learned some English and was like, kneel. She likes that. Kneel for her. She likes that. Just do that. And as soon as he kneeled, Rhaenyra was like, superiority. That's all I wanted. All right, we're good. We're good. You can stand up.
Bend the knee.
Really? Okay, I ain't got to fight right now. Shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
She was like, good. Every time Rhaenyra keeps getting in a situation where she got to fight, something bails her out. She's like, whew, thank God. Because I don't know how to do that yet. So thank the heavens. I don't have to worry about it right now. But yeah, her son was whiny as all hell.
I mean, he just feels very much like, damn, man, you give away all, like, we supposed to be special. We can ride dragons.
Look,
now
all I'm saying is,
to all of them too. Too.
Jon Snow, he played the long game. Just play the long game, kid. Play the long game. That's what Jon Snow did. What'd you say, Joel?
But Jon didn't know.
No. He didn't know. No. I'm not talking about the whole dragon thing. I'm talking about being the redheaded stepchild. He played the long game. He said, all right, fuck it. I know I'm not as special as these other kids, but guess what? I was alive at the end.
Yep. Well, he left. They set his ass to the wall. He's like, that's my life, my future.
Hey, but look, he died and came back. It's the long game, baby.
Came back, basically was kicking to, nah, I'd rather go back to the wall. And he went back to the wall anyway.
Yeah. Again, long game. He chose his destiny. His destiny was not chosen for him.
I like Snow.
That's a long game.
He's like, that is true.
I'm just saying. Hey, I know Jon Snow happens way after this, but yo, DJV, you're about to make a sign off, bro. Make Westeros great again.
This is your fault, Jamar. This is your fault.
I will neither confirm nor deny.
See, don't bring that up. Bring it out.
Jace was no. One sentence was saying the N-word. He was like, these mongrels can't claim a dragon. He said that with the hard R. Like, this is your idea. He did. Mongrels. I think mongrels might have been the first N-word because he was saying it with a lot of anger. He needed to watch his mouth. But I can't wait for this finale. I think they started filming the next season. I hope they did because I kind of want this to be around the same time next year.
I think the sun died.
I don't want this to be fall of next year. You said what?
The sun gonna die.
He might. He might. He really might.
That's when that speech alone.
Yo, Joel, this is for you. You're the Prince fan.
Oh.
Minnetonka. She says she's purifying herself. Leave her alone.
She was. She 100% was. Allison is doing everything but being a mother right now. Like she's doing everything but being a mommy.
She realized
she didn't visit her son no more. He and they getting beat up by his brother.
All she had to do was visit her son one more time for her son to go, hey, it was my brother that did this. Yeah. That black man saying, hey.
Be in there more.
Just stay there.
She ain't got shit else to do. She might as well just be in there. Yeah, like, you got shit else to be in there helping him. So every time he come in, you know he coming there. Like, why you keep coming here? What you doing to him?
Right?
Like, what's going on?
You know what it is? She hasn't hooked up with what's his name in a while. She's in a drought. She's losing her mind. You know, she don't know what's real, what's fake.
I also think she already knows.
She needs her muncher. You said what, Trayvon?
I also think she already knows what's going on too. She just don't want to face it.
She just don't care. She don't know
what happened to him.
She got some poop or tomatoes thrown at her face. She don't give a fuck. She's like, fuck this. Fuck these people. I don't give a fuck. I really just don't care anymore, man. I can't. I just can't be forced to care. I just want this over with. And honestly, I don't blame her. At this point, fuck it. You got two of the worst sons that a person can have.
This is true.
So,
they were bad, yeah.
Right? Just fuck it at this point. Fuck it. So, fuck it. All right. Anything else stand out to you guys?
Not
one more question. No. I look forward to the finale. Sad. It kind of came along.
2 more episodes, right?
No, this is it. This week. This is it.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought it was 2 more.
Nope. This is the penultimate.
This was. Now we're going to the
Wait a minute.
I love that show though. God damn it.
Wait, it's only 8?
Yeah. Trayvon, they got dragons in every episode. HBO got money. Not that much.
They got good looking dragons too.
Yeah, come on now, man. They can only do 8. What you thought you was about to get 24?
That's like the best looking dragons on TV.
Episode 8 is on August 4th? Wait, what is?
Yeah.
I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, that'd be August 4th, my brother. Yeah. Today's the 31st.
Oh, you're right.
Yes, sure, my son.
Trayvon, but look, don't be upset at yourself. I was very confused because when they said Trap is coming out this weekend, I'm like, no, that's in August. And I'm like, oh, shit, we're entering August. Very confusing turnaround.
Time moves fast.
Allison needs some of that cold. Yeah. She needs her elite muncher.
I want some too.
God. No. I don't like that in my headspace. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it.
One episode, okay.
Huh. Yeah.
Damn.
We would not lie to you. It is only one left.
But if it say elite, I need to find it.
No, come on, don't find it. Just let that. We're at Wednesday, Trayvon. You're almost there.
No, we're not almost there.
It's Wednesday. What do you mean? That's literally at the halfway mark.
Sure. I won't tell you if I see it.
Well, no, we know that because we have to block you at that point. You shouldn't watch it either.
Okay, I won't.
Just wait. You're gonna watch it as soon as you agree with me. I knew you were lying. You've never agreed with me ever in your life, ever. So I knew that was a lie. All right, I think that's all we got, right?
Yeah, that's it, right?
Seems that way.
There's nothing else.
It seems that way. Did you have something else, Joel, you wanted to talk about?
The Boys is over. Yeah,
Joel sounded offended, like, yeah, this motherfucker wants to wrap this shit up. I'm still talking.
No, I don't got nothing. I mean,
Cape Crusader tomorrow.
Cape Crusader is indeed tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll just rewatch it.
I did start watching Joel the what's the thing with the what was Pacific Rim about?
Robots?
Kaiju.
Thank you, Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju.
I almost stopped watching it because I'm like, this is very boring. But then the end of episode 1, I was just like, all right, we're turning up. We're turning up, and I'm here for it. I like it. I like it a lot. So I'm in for the ride. But, all right, guys, we gave you everything we had. Oh yeah, Kaiju number 8 is fire. Yeah, shout out DJV. Shout out to Joel. He put me on. We will be watching Trap this weekend, so we will have a full review. Now, you know what I just learned today, Joel? Do you remember the singer in the trailer?
Is
M. Night Shyamalan's daughter. Had no idea.
Who's
no
that?
idea. M. Night Shyamalan, the director.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's his daughter. I thought it was just like some random person they were trying to like, make like a thing. No, it's M. Night Shyamalan's daughter. I'm like, oh shit, I had no idea.
It is. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm like, oh. Now, see, no one will talk about that nepotism, but they'll talk about LeBron. Nepotism happens everywhere.
Sure does.
You hear that, Trayvon? Leave James Gunn alone.
What I got to do with? Oh, his wife.
Yeah.
His wife.
And his brother. Yeah.
His brother is fine because he actually is a working actor. It's fine.
Ouch.
He was from Gilmore Girls, so love him.
Shit.
So, Trayvon, I got one question before we get out of here.
Oh, boy.
Anyone can get away with murder with you as long as they did something or are something you like. Right or wrong?
I mean, I'm not going to deny you what you just said.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to know. I just wanted to get, like I said, I just try to understand things. So
I didn't say I was a fair person.
I'm not putting any words in your mouth. That's why I like to ask. I like to ask questions and get direct
I'm
answers.
just mad at DCEU, and I do love Kirk from Gilmore Girls, so that's why he gets a pass. That's fine.
I still don't understand what your hurt of the DCEU was. You even stopped liking the movies heading towards the exit of the DCEU.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna stop. It's fine.
All right. Well, we'll leave it there, guys. We will see you guys.
I love this now. Okay, there you go.
We'll hold you to it because the first negative word you say, I will put this clip on a loop. I love this now. I love this now. I love this now. That'll be a ringtone. All right.
I mean, if you send me David Cornsweat, I'll be fine.
If I send you him, what are we?
Figure it out.
What power do you think we have to tell a grown man, hey, you're gonna... I don't even know if you are gay or straight, but you're gonna find out with Trayvon, so go have fun. Yeah,
Trayvon don't care.
You have to stop saying that. That is not how anything works, Trayvon. Like, what is that? Goodness gracious to live in your mind. Oh, man. Anyway, that is all we got, guys.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah, just good night. I don't even have a sign off. Thank you guys for watching. Please, if you are not subscribed, please like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate everyone that tuned in tonight. We'll see you guys next Wednesday. There's nothing. Oh, wait. D23 is relatively soon. I think it's in like a week and a half.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we'll be doing D23. Yeah, we'll figure it out and then let you guys know. If you're not following us,
I think it's next Saturday.
Are we pulling another Saturday?
Or was it a Friday? I forget.
Is it? It's usually a Friday, I think, because I always think like we're working like
Friday or Saturday. I forget which one the Marvel panel is at, but we'll find out soon enough.
And guys, we will have. We didn't bring it up today mainly because I think we're getting a trailer next week, so we'll just do it all together then. But we should have a trailer for Skeleton Crew that literally everyone forgot about. So we'll get a trailer for that show during D23. For sure, because they just released the photos today. So we'll get a trailer then. So we'll have a lot of Star Wars and Marvel stuff to break down. Hopefully, maybe we get a trailer from Percy Jackson season 2. That'd be awesome. I think they started filming a while ago.
It says the Marvel Studios panels August 9th, so that'd be that Friday if it's correct.
Yeah. So Friday, probably. I don't know what time. You know to say what time?
No.
Friday night.
Yeah, probably won't until it gets closer, Joel. Yeah. All right. Well, whenever it is, guys, we'll try to figure it out so we can do something for you guys around when that happens.
Yeah, I look forward. We can cover that. I'm fine with that.
All right. Well, then we got you guys next Friday for D23. So we'll see you guys there. And until next time, remember to stay a little unhealthy and a lot unstable.
And love chaos.